Mars, what up, man?
What's good, Brody?
Hello.
How you feeling?
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
In the neighborhood. So,
Final boss is in the house.
The final boss.
Final boss is in the house.
Won't you be mine? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Now,
Mars Blackman, what up, brother?
Hello.
we're gonna get right to it. Now, Mars.
Dub C, what up?
Mars,
What's good, Dub, baby?
Yes, sir.
Mars, you the statistician, baby. So I need you to do something. I need you to check yesterday, if you can, Mars, please, respectfully. What Jokic shot directly when directly when Karl Anthony Towns was guarding him last night. What was his percentage? I would like you to pull that stat up for me, please. Chilltown.
Yes, sir.
We all had a conversation. And I basically came in here and said that I do think Jokic is an all-time great player. I do think Jokic is great. I don't think he's the levels that these guys say he is, where it's just unstoppable, undetainable, and uncontainable. They told me, no, he'll do that to anybody. But I've seen in 2 games this series where Rudy Gobert is nowhere. They took the 4-time Defensive Player of the Year off of Jokic. In both games, it's complete wipeouts. Game 2, he didn't even play. And last night, they took him off on a wipeout. I need to understand, because when the game got out of control is when Jokic was struggling early. Couldn't get going because the one-on-one defense by Cat and then the other defense by the other guys on their particular men were so great that it just stifled those guys. It was like this same thing happened in game 2. They go on these major runs, game over. It's not no recovery. Now, this is my problem with the Nuggets. We haven't just seen that in this series. We saw that with the Lakers too. But the problem was the Lakers couldn't hold it on together in the second half of the games, and they fell apart. Now, you're playing a team that once they jump on you and get you up, I don't see these comebacks no more. I don't see these, you know what I'm saying? Like major, like they quit last night, chill. They sat down with 10 minutes left to go in the game and didn't come back in.
They were down by 40 at that point.
I don't care, but it's a playoff game. You still at least get it to the 5-6 minute mark. You basically put them out the whole fourth quarter.
Right.
In a playoff game. When have we seen an MVP get beat like that, Chilltown, in the playoffs?
In 1997, when 1998, the Chicago Bulls beat the Jazz by 40. They only scored 54 points in the NBA Finals game in 98.
Right. They beat them by how much?
I think they beat them by 40.
And who was the MVP that year?
That was the year Malone should have won it, but Jordan won it.
No, I said the year they won the MVP. I asked you.
Jordan won the league MVP that year.
Right. So he didn't lose by. You've never seen an MVP lose by 45, and they could have lost by 50 if old boy would have hit that 3 last night in the corner with 20 seconds left in the game. That'd been a 50-point game.
Well, they were up by 50 at one point.
That's Chilltown. I don't care. Let's talk. This is all basketball. That's unacceptable on all levels. From Jokic, Jamal Murray's been put in a straitjacket.
Yes,
He's been put in a straitjacket by Ant-Man. Ant-Man has put Jamal Murray in a straitjacket, bro. And Chill, I'm telling you, Chill, I've said this before and I'm going to say it again to y'all. If they keep Rudy, and Mike Malone's a great coach. I saw what he did, Mars. I don't know if you got the stat yet, Mars, but I saw what Mike Malone's trying to do. They didn't really get to do it yet, Dub, but he's going to do this in game 7. They're going to start out again with Cat on Jokic. You know what they're going to do, Dub? They're going to set a pick at that high post, and they're going to force a switch to get Rudy Gobert on him. They tried to do it last night, but couldn't really get it done like they wanted to. He's going to do that. He's not going to let Jokic just play one-on-one with Cat or Nas Reed. He's going to get. You talking about
the inverted pick and rolls?
Yes, yeah, and that's what I'm bringing up, bro. Because if they get Rudy Gobert on him, bro, they're not winning games.
But I don't think Jokic is good enough of a shooter to command a switch. So even though they could try to do that, I don't think they're going to be able to. I don't think they're going to switch
good enough. He turns the corner good enough off that pick.
He does turn the corner. That is true.
So when he turns the corner good, you're dead. Like when he turns the corner, if they come to Jokic turn the corner, you dead. See, that's what Mike Malone is going to do. And then this is another question I have for y'all too. Why did he go away from doubling Cat last night? I mean, not doubling Cat, excuse me. Yeah, doubling Cat and doubling Ant-Man. He really went away from. They didn't even put the type of pressure they put on Ant-Man in game 5.
Well, two things, Ticket. Two things, Ticket. Number one, Rudy Gobert was covering Joker one-on-one last night.
He was not, bro. You're lying, bro. You're lying. We literally have the stats. I have the film. I have the actual screenshots.
Mars, you have the numbers? I got the numbers if you don't have it.
What do you have?
I'm on NBA.com. I'm looking.
So you have the series numbers, right? Not this last game?
Just last night.
Oh,
Just
We want to hear
last
both
night.
though. I want to hear
No,
both. I want to hear last
Oh,
night. and tonight.
I have the
Go to last, hold
series.
on. Go to last night
Okay,
specifically.
real quick. The series, Jokic is shooting 41% from the field and 13% from three
Against Cat.
against Cat.
Thank you.
Last
I
night.
have it from last night.
Who was the last night? It was uglier than a masterpiece. Right?
Last night was 3 for 9.
Oh,
With Cat for
and that was the game. Because Cat started off on him. That's when they went on the 20-0 run. So me and Ox was right yesterday when we said, bro, y'all ain't gonna disrespect guys like Zoe Morning and them like that, bro. They're not just getting did like Rudy Gobert. The proof is in the pudding. If you're
Rudy was
what is second team?
Rudy guarded him. It was
I'm sorry, Dub. As you were saying, Dub. Go ahead, Dub. What you just said?
Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert was.
I didn't say that.
1 for 2.
I didn't say that.
So he was one.
You said
So he
you
was.
didn't like the disrespect to Zoe Morning and them guys. I know that's what you were saying. You was with me on that. You was like, yo, we
the stat for Rudy on
Bro.
Jokic was 2 minutes in the game and 1 for 2.
Thank you.
So
he
he
ain't
was
even guarded.
covering
So Chilltown came in here lying, and y'all listen to those lies.
Whoa. Did he not cover him, Ticket? He did
At
cover him.
the end of the game, when it was a blowout, when Cat was on the bench.
Well, at the end of the game when it was a blowout, Rudy was on the bench too. So
No.
that's not true.
Rudy
That was the
Rewind.
Luka Garza masterclass.
Right, that's not true. But rewind.
Hold on, chill. We can't get around what Mars just said because you guys been telling me all week long in this series that Jokic should do that to anybody. Well, he hasn't done it to Cat. Mars just put out the stats.
So last night,
hold on, chill. For the series, not for one game, chill. Last night he was 3 of 9 directly against Cat. For the series, he's shooting 41% against Cat. Make that make sense to me.
Okay, so last
What's
night,
he shooting versus Rudy then?
I didn't ask you a question. Hold on. I didn't. I'm
51%. 51%.
Go ahead, chill.
51%. So last night, him going up against Cat. I'm sure you saw how many times he missed bunnies around the rim. I'm sure.
Hold on. So we're not gonna get Cat credit for 41% for the series, chill. And we're gonna talk about him missing.
I think you can give Cat credit, but I think we can also acknowledge when Cat's guarding Rudy, a lot more help is sent. When Cat's guarding Jokic, there's a lot more help than when Rudy's guarding Jokic. There's a lot more help.
Okay,
I think that's fair to.
I'm
not arguing that Cat's doing a good job. I agree with you. Cat's doing a very good job.
We didn't think Rudy had a
when he doesn't foul
class last night.
Apparently not, Swiper.
I think it's fair to say.
You looked great yesterday, Mars.
I agree.
He looked great on Gilligan's Island.
He looked great off the ball. Yeah, that's what he is. He's a Roma. It's fair to say that when Cat isn't in foul trouble, he defends Jokic well within their scheme. I think that's fair. Right. It's clear to see that when Cat is guarding Jokic, they are sending help, they are sending doubles, and Cat's there helping him send them.
Stop looking like that, like it's just the matchup of him and him one-on-one. That's not what the case is. That's not Olajuwon and David Robinson. Stop that. Knock it off. That's bullshit, Ticket, and you know it is.
Doing his job.
That's bullshit, and you know it, Ticket. I'm watching the game last night. They are not just leaving him on an island with Joker one-on-one all night long. That's not going on, Ticket. So stop. Stop doing that.
Hold on, chill.
Stop doing that, Ticket. Stop it.
I already eated you on the first point.
You didn't eat through me on anything. No, you didn't. I'm sick of saying that. You didn't eat through me on anything.
Hold on, Doug, let me ask you a question. Let's just say what Chilltown's saying is facts, right? Doug, what superstar player in the league don't get double teamed most of the time?
Okay, so now here we go. The goalpost getting moved. Here we go now with the goalpost getting moved. 1 minute he was covering them. Now it's getting double teamed. No, this is bullshit. What you're trying to sell? No, that's exactly where you're going with it, and I know where you're going with this.
Hold on, chill. This was ridiculous about old ass Negroes like you. Y'all don't give credit when credit is due. Tell the man to go to step.
Bustle out someone's ass. I ain't giving credit when credit is due.
Hold on, chill.
Fellas, look. Hey, we got one mic. Hey, everybody in here, we got one mic.
Today is my day. Today is my day.
Why? Wait, no. Why is today your day? Why is today your day?
Because the Wolves had the series.
Hold on, don't put Swipe on the screen with me. Don't put no wanna be me that need an autograph.
No, what is this? What is why is this your day?
Hold on. Chilltown is the one that said this to me. I have a beef with Chilltown and Chilltown only. My beef with Chilltown is this. Chilltown told me that can't nobody slow down Jokic, that he was going to do the same thing to all of those guys. But Mars showed the stats that showed that when Cat is directly guarding Jokic, this series, Jokic is shooting 41% from the field. So I'm asking Mars now, when Rudy Gobert is guarding Cat, the 4-time defensive player of the year, what is his stats with this series, Mars? What is he shooting from the field?
He's shooting 51% from the field.
Thank you. So that's a 10%.
But doesn't that include the 8 of 9 from 2 days ago?
Yes, without the 8 of 9 is different.
Okay, cool. Now, apart from that, Jamal Murray is in a straight jacket from Ant-Man. Ant-Man is playing both sides of the court.
Sure.
And he's not really getting credit as much as he should for his defense, because his defense has been great. He's been to chase Jamal Murray off all those screens, to do all you doing, and then still have to go get 25 to 30, or he's averaging like 30 for the series. That's an amazing job to do. So I got to give him credit.
On both sides of the ball. Imagine that, being elite on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, Jill, that's the thing. We don't even praise him enough, and he's literally playing like hella foul basketball on both sides of the court.
It's like paying extra for the cheese on the burger.
And Chill, we gonna have a conversation, Chill. We're not gonna do it right now because I'm still not quite ready yet.
Right.
But before the Olympics, we're gonna have to have a conversation.
So to Ticket's point, with Cat covering Joker, I thought he did a good job to Ox's point, meeting him early. He did do that. He definitely met him early, whether he was on the wing, whether he was on the block. However, when he was on the block, that help from the weak side, it came quick. They didn't just leave him down there by himself all the time. Particularly when he was on the wing, when they played that pick and roll. When they played that pick and roll, he would get jumped up there. It wasn't like he was just left up there by himself with Cat on the regular. That's not going on. With that also being said, when he's on the block, he's spinning on Joker. Joker's spinning on Cat, and he's missing bunnies around the rim. Meanwhile, with those shots that he's making on Rudy, with Rudy all over him. But I don't want to talk about that more than I want to talk about how much better Rudy was, to your point, Moss, as a roamer. I want to talk about how much better he was.
The defensive player of the year, dog. 4-time defensive player of the year. Take him off the guy.
I want to talk about.
Are we talking basketball or narrative stuff today again? Which one are we? I just want to know what show I'm on today. Is this basketball or is this narrative? Ticket, you were nowhere to be seen after they went up 2-0, so I don't want to hear that from you at all. So like you were nowhere to be seen after it got tied up. You were nowhere to be seen. We had to get you on a phone call. We had to get you on a phone call after they went up 3-2 tickets. So you just the front runner, my bro. But Chill, I just want to know: is today basketball day or is today narrative? Because if we're gonna act like Rudy Gobert wasn't great today, if we're gonna act like Rudy Gobert wasn't great,
you insecure because of how
I got you.
If I can talk about it,
I just want to know.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to talk about. So the fact that when Rudy was when Rudy was playing in the Roma spot, right? When Rudy was playing at the rim, not just playing at the rim and not just playing at the Roma spot, he was great on the backboard. Not only was he great on the backboard, he was great at protecting the rim. Plus, when Jamal Murray was able, which wasn't a lot, when he was able to get downhill, he was right in the beginning of that. He was, and anybody who was watching it knows that Jaden McDaniels was right there to pick up the slack. Rudy Gobert was right there to pick up the slack. And what I like to call it footsteps. Even when he was open, I'm so used to having Anthony Edwards right next to me. I'm so used to having any one of these guys right next to me that when I get an open shot, I'm so used to having these guys next to me that he was blowing layups. Why? Because these guys were around him so much. It was almost like somebody has to be on him in order for him to take tough shots. I thought that Rudy, particularly on the weak side, whenever they had Cat on the strong side, wherever the ball was, I felt like Rudy did a great job, one, in recovering. I thought he did a good job in manning the paint and getting on the glass. I can't talk enough about Jaden McDaniels boxing up MPJ, finding him in transition. And not just him, those guys' ability to switch. Not just ability to switch, but to close out on MPJ and box him up. I thought they did a great job last night as a unit defensively. I thought they did a great job last night.
Do y'all see? I was paying attention last night, and I don't think they do it every time, but they got a certain scheme on defense, the Wolves do, where if Jokic is in that high pick and roll and Cat's guarding him, where they'll switch that pick, they'll switch that. And the ball handler, usually being like Jamal or KCP or whoever it is, the ball handler is Cat's guarding them towards the rim. And then Cat leaves. Cat releases. Rudy steps up, who was supposed to be guarding the guy in the weak side corner.
They'll jump the ball handle.
And Cat runs straight to the corner. So they switch and then they leave. The roll man stays with Jokic right there, kind of in the middle. And then once that ball leaves, Rudy leaves and goes to Jokic, and the person who was initially guarding the ball goes back to him. I saw that a couple of times last night, and I love that. I love that right there because it keeps Rudy there to protect the rim, and he ends up back on Jokic in the scramble. So Rudy's not getting involved in the running here, releasing, going there. I really like that scheme.
Ox,
I'm wondering.
Let me ask you this, Ox. When you look at defense, what do you is this Jokic missing a shot, or what is that just defense?
Yeah, and that's another thing. So I'm happy you brought that up because that's what I want to say. And this is why I love basketball. And I've said this before because it's so spontaneous. There's nothing fair about the game. It's just us versus you. And a lot of the time, Cat, like last night, Cat's playing the same stuff. They're playing great.
Yo,
that was this man over here DJing for us, and we didn't even know.
They're playing, playing, yo. Hey, I gotta ask you guys though, because I mean it's kind of been a little back and forth, and we haven't quite settled it yet. So y'all really don't believe Cat was doing an amazing job on him last night?
I think they did
good yesterday.
He executed the scheme. That's
fine. That's his job.
He executed the scheme. When he doesn't get in foul trouble, he's Jokic's primary.
Yeah, he did his job yesterday. And then the thing that he's been asked to do the entire series, Jokic. Well, and again, I don't know why we're bringing up Jokic because honestly, this isn't even about Jokic per se. The Nuggets missed every possible open three-pointer in that first half possible, and then they turned the ball over, and then the Wolves were cooking on the rebound. The Wolves had like 41 rebounds, I think, in the first half, but the Nuggets couldn't make anything. They shot 30% or 28% and 19% in the first half.
But would that be attributed to Minnesota's defense? It's not like they.
I think some of it is, but they were legitimately clanking like wide open shots yesterday. So I think some of this is just like it was shot variance. I think on the other end, Minnesota started settling into their offense, and then you saw at the end of the second quarter, Aaron Gordon gets that rebound. They could have made it a 14, 15-point game. AG just throws the ball into the air. And then
I don't know what that was. It's like he threw it over back.
That's the
right. He tried to throw it down the court. And then Jaden McDaniel ends up scoring. Right before the half. So I think a lot of this is like the momentum wasn't there. Their defense is their offense, though. I've said this multiple times. The Nuggets cannot. They cannot, if they're not locked in defensively, they're not winning games. Yesterday, they were all over the place. So the defense was sporadic. I think a lot of people were just having a lot of miscues, a lot of mental errors and stuff yesterday. So, I mean, credit to the Timberwolves. I think they were playing defense like they normally have. I think the problem is the Nuggets just did not respond. Well, the Nuggets
it was more the Nuggets missing than
that's the fandom talking.
No, which part?
They was down by 50. They were down by 50.
Never mind. I realize. No, never mind. I know.
Bonds with the bare ass excuses. They were down by 50. That fake ass, fraudulent ass.
Say what's the?
If this was LeBron James,
wait, what did he say? What did he say?
If this was LeBron James, and you put him in the place of Jokic, and they lost like that last night. This buffoon would not have had all those excuses. He would have came on here and he would have blamed LeBron James. Who would have blamed LeBron James? You would have blamed LeBron James?
Are you calling yourself the buffoon since you're the only person that doesn't like LeBron James up here?
I'm saying to you this. One thing we got to do is call out Mike Malone. And the reason why
call out Michael Malone.
Here's why you call out Mike Malone. Why did you go away from the same defensive strategy you used on Cat in Game 5? They were not doubling Cat.
They couldn't do that, Ticket. They couldn't do that.
Get off your
knees. They couldn't do that. The reason why they couldn't do that was because Mike Conley was on the floor.
He called himself a buffoon.
What are you talking about?
Mike Conley back is a big deal.
What are you talking about, Ticket? You can't go to the game. They didn't have a primary ball handler on the floor in Game 5 like they did in Game 6. Not only did they not have a primary ball handler, they got a primary ball handler on the floor in Game 6 who's making shots. We can't have the same scheme because they don't have the same personnel. Ticket, you know too much about basketball. Say that.
They won Game 4 and 5 by 15 plus points in both games with Conley on the court. So,
fellas, we got one mic. We can't do this. We got one mic.
Well, again, I believe Ron. I was literally going through the game flow. Dub said it was the fandom talking. Ticket was yelling. So I'm trying to understand which one is it.
Go ahead, Swiper. You got it.
This is not about. This is not about like blaming if you look at yesterday's game, you telling me that was Joker, then cool, whatever. But nobody showed up. Period. Though that's what doesn't make any sense for me. He had 16. Didn't he have like 16? He had 16 in the halftime, and nobody. Ticket. You have ticket. Your issue, Ticket, is that when everybody else is trying to have a dialogue and this is their turn to speak, you won't let nobody else go. So I get it, no problem. Jockstrap, LeBron James, Jokic, I get it, 1,000%. I know, no problem. I know how this works. So I think a lot of this is, if you just look at the overall flow of the game, the Nuggets were missing everything. Their offense cratered from the last 3 games. So that's what's been selling them. It's the fact that they were making their shots the 3 games previously. First half didn't make anything. And then on top of that, they just got into a situation yesterday where Minnesota was playing like the more desperate team. Everybody showed up. Jaden McDaniels had his best game of the series, had 21 points yesterday, and was hitting his corner 3-pointers. So, and then on top of that, Mike Conley also had but again, Mike Conley's always had an imprint on the series. I think the problem is for the Nuggets, their defense is their calling card. If they don't play defense, they don't win games. And that's just been the fundamental story of this. And again, all across the board, there were miscommunications and breakdowns. So if you're saying blame Mike Malone, I don't know if Mike Malone can do anything about the players doing what they did yesterday. And again, who's y'all? Who is this you? Who is this y'all? Chill. Is my name y'all or is my name Swiper? Has Swiper blamed Darvin Ham for why the Lakers are in the situation they're in? Okay. He's not even coaching the Lakers anymore. Why am I even talking about Darvin Ham?
Y'all blame Darvin Ham for all that shit. Here's the problem I got with y'all.
Is Michael Malone getting credit for the 3-2 adjustments?
No. The problem.
Yes or no. That's a yes or no question.
I have with y'all. You don't call.
Stop bringing up y'all if one person is talking. Ticket. Have I blamed Darvin Ham?
Bro, you in here making all these excuses, bro.
Have I blamed Darvin Ham?
Protection at the rim last night. How he was getting worked at the rim by Rudy and by Cat with open dunks. No rim protection whatsoever, getting exploited. Let's start by that. Let's start secondly by talking about lack of leadership from a leader. Jokic is supposed to be a leader. You out there getting the holy hell beat out of you. What does he do to stop the bleeding? Not a damn thing. Then let's talk about something else, right? Third thing we're going to talk about is Mike Malone. Mike Malone's supposed to be this great coach that make in-game adjustments. Why he didn't make no in-game adjustments last night when they was getting the hell beat out of them?
Well, I would like to say something about that, Ticket.
One second, Dub.
Go ahead.
Getting beat by 15 or whatever. Dub, they were down by 50, bro. That's no mercy. That's triple no mercy rule.
It was despicable.
And we coming in here going soft on them dudes, talking about they was missing shots. No, they got absolutely executed.
That is nasty. Y'all talk about Miss Bunnies and stuff.
Ron. So that's what I wanted to say, where that's a bit of the fandom talking, because as soon as this game started, Swiper actually said it. The energy and just the tenacity from the Timberwolves was there. I mean, they were home, and it really felt like, nah, we not gonna sit here and go home. You guys hear me?
Swipe and mute. But they went up 11-2.
They were down 9-2, and then they came.
No, they were down 9-2. Then out of nowhere, the Timberwolves defensively was all over them. They went to there's a thing called the flow state, and the flow state means where you're just locked in, you're all focused and hypered in. And the Minnesota Timberwolves just seemed like everything was clicking on all cylinders. The defense was turning into their offense, where they're sparking on runs, and they were making the Nuggets very uncomfortable with their physicality. Even Jokic, you put up a couple missed bunnies that he has. That happens when the defense is all over you the whole entire game. That happens when you face good defense, right? So the Minnesota Timberwolves, Jaden McDaniel was playing phenomenal. I think I talked about yesterday how offensively he wasn't there, and offensively he actually did something great for them in this game, and that was a great thing for them last night. Alexander Walker, they've been waiting for a game like that from him, right? The defense was really turning into the offense, and they made the Nuggets very, very uncomfortable, and that's the thing there. And I think the Nuggets right here, I mean, I think this is something we just gotta. I don't think there's no cooking for Jokic or Mike Malone. I think this is something you got to tip your hat off to the Minnesota Timberwolves. They came with just a crazy fire game plan, and they executed tremendously. And last night, they were just completely better.
You can look like that all you want. The game plan that they had last night is the same game plan that they had earlier in the series.
They were all locked in.
Well, the game plan was the same in.
To leave Jaden McDaniels open and make him make shots. Not only to make him make shots.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
And they scored
based off what
61
you just
points
said-
after that timeout, by the way, Dub.
Based off
the
what
rest
you
of the
just
game.
said, Chilltown, if Minnesota plays their game plan, they're better than Denver in your opinion, right?
I got Minnesota winning Game 7. I said that before the series started.
Oh, chill. So chill. Guess what? Then why you arguing with me, then, homie?
We're arguing about something. We're arguing about something completely different. Final ball.
Hold on. See, you just capping for no reason.
We're arguing about something completely different.
If you agree with me, why is you up here arguing with me?
Well, first of all, you the one said that you got smoke with me to start.
Yeah, because because of your disrespect.
My disrespect
because of your disrespect towards the OGs saying that nobody can slow down Jokic, but Cat has slowed.
I didn't say nobody. I said 3 guys, and I'm convinced of that. I said 3 guys. Yes,
I don't like how you talk about Alonzo Mourning, though, Chill. I'm not gonna lie. He's strong. Alonzo's really strong. Where I do like how he's small.
That's what got me. Jokic was 9. Jokic was 9 of 15 inside the paint yesterday. So I'm really understanding.
What? No, he was 9 of 19.
I said 9 of 15 within from two. He shot basically 66% from 2 yesterday.
Hey, hold on. 2 out of every 3 shots he's making. 2 out of every 3 shots he's making, and he's missing bunnies around the bucket.
What'd you say?
When the game was
so wait, doesn't that hurt your point about Jokic missing like some bunnies? You just hand back a few times he's missed.
It doesn't hurt my point. The reason why
not you, Chill. I'm talking about Swiper.
But how did
that hurt your point about Jokic is just missing when he's 9 for 15 from one time. He's not just missing. He made a great portion from within that time.
I don't understand what your point is. If we just pulled up what he missed though yesterday. I'm saying that like he missed all of his 3-pointers yesterday, but across the board the Nuggets made 19% of their 3-point shots. So I think if the game is getting that out of hand and one team starts elevating offensively and the other can't hit a thing, that's where you get like these massive. Now again, getting down because remember the Wolves went on an 18-0 run. They had a 24-2 run in total. Then they had a 24-0 run when the bench came in. I think the starters went out at 63 points, and then the Wolves went on like another 22-point run or whatever else it was. Like everything was ugly all across the board yesterday. Everything was ugly.
I can't blame. I mean, Minnesota was just better all the way around. Like Denver got 2 points from their bench. That was it. They got 2 points from their bench.
Yeah, that fourth quarter was crazy.
Right. They got 2 points from their bench as opposed to Minnesota getting 23 from their bench. The game plan was to leave Jaden McDaniels open, and that was the game plan the entire series because they made a conscious effort to leave him open and make him make shots. And he did make shots last night. The game plan was not to leave Aaron Gordon open, and I thought Rudy did a good job in closing out on him and getting him. I thought he did a good job on him closing out.
Never wanted to give people credit. I just don't
understand
where that comes from. Where does that spirit come from?
It ain't just me. Hold on. It ain't just me. It's all the legends in the game.
Yeah, you can keep saying that all these legends are casuals in is what you're telling me. That doesn't do anything for me. If you didn't watch Jamal Murray alter his jump shot in the paint on every single possession when Rudy Gobert was in there, I don't know what to tell you. Every time they went inside the paint, every non-Joker Nugget refused to shoot the shot or missed the shot when Rudy was in the paint because of how lethal he is as a rim protector. So that doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, he is.
I really don't.
I don't know what to tell you,
as a big man, it busts me out when I listen to him. When I hear you talk about him. No, you're not going to do that. You as a big man, I think it's crazy when I hear you.
As Doc Rivers, if he lose a 3-2 lead in the series, being up 3-2, if he get walked down and lose his series, what's the narrative on him?
What if he don't, Ticket? What's the narrative? What's the narrative going to be if he don't?
What's the narrative for you? If Jokic lose Game 7 at home?
Are we putting Mike Malone in the same category? Are we putting Mike Malone in the same category with Doc Rivers?
He got a championship and he about to get walked down.
For the history, does he have the history that Doc Rivers has in the playoffs?
Yes. Go look at it.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. A lot of the series he was getting his ass.
He doesn't. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
What are you saying?
What are you saying, Ticket? Does he have the history?
All the series.
Does he has the history?
Mike Malone lost one series as the favorite as a head coach.
Hold on. All those years they lost in the playoffs?
He wasn't favorite. We arguing about what the narrative is going to be.
Yes,
that's crazy.
Meanwhile, I watched the defending champs get beat by 50 last night on a masterclass defensively. But I'm talking about the narrative if they lose.
Hey, but
do you know how many times the Nuggets have been blown out in the playoffs? Like, where have you been? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, that's happened multiple times.
I'm saying, hold on. I'm saying this to you, my brother. That's unacceptable from an MVP. Hold on. We've never in the history of the NBA seen an MVP get beat like that in the playoffs. Tell me what MVP got beat like
that. I just told you.
You didn't tell me that.
I told you.
You said Michael Jordan.
I just told you.
You said
I don't care. I just told you. I just told you in
Mike won what? Mike won what? No, wait. No, what did he win? What did he win? Mike won what? What game?
Yeah, because technically Carmelo wasn't the MVP.
In NBA history, have we seen?
Even though he won the league MVP the year before that.
Yeah, but he was that year. So it doesn't. It's gonna go. Ticket's point is the MVP that year.
That's what I'm saying.
So selective framing. I got you.
Technically, Bob Pettit lost by 60 in 1956 as the MVP.
Who?
And wait a minute.
Bob Pettit. He played in the NBA ticket. Bob Pettit.
So an MVP has done. I don't know what to tell you. And MVP Bob Pettit lost by 60 in the playoffs
from the good old days, man.
And not only that,
so there has been MVPs.
And we've seen league MVPs get blown out. Ticket. I don't know if you remember
Chill Town. We talking about a 50 ball.
I watched on Memorial Day at age 14 years old. I watched the Boston Celtics kick a mud hole in the Lakers' ass in 1987 and beat them by 35. It's the worst loss in the history.
Who was the MVP that year?
Magic Johnson was the league MVP in 1987. They lost by 35. Yes, he was the league MVP in 1987.
No, but he wasn't in the league. He was
the league MVP in
1987. 1987. You know who won in 87? You know who won in 1987? Everybody does. That's the best.
And they lost to the Boston Celtics, which to this day in 2024 is the worst loss in the history of the Los Angeles Lakers franchise. They got stomped in the NBA Finals.
Didn't MVP Kobe lose the last game of the finals by 40?
It was 30 against in 2008, 100%.
Hold on, about 40.
But they didn't lose by 40. Might as well be 40. It was like 34.
I'm gonna check.
I know Paul Pierce like 34.
Now you take that.
They lost by 39. And Paulie put it on.
They did lose by 39. Damn.
And Jokic was down by.
Shout out Paul Pierce.
What's that? Wait. Are we doing technicality because Kobe lost by 39 and Jokic lost by? What was the score yesterday?
What
was the score?
I'm not
the final score yesterday?
Put it on him.
The final score was 1-7.
They lost by
45. So 45 to 39 tickets. So 6 points makes the difference for you. 39.
Jokic got the worst loss ever as an MVP.
Yo, Ticket. That's nasty.
I want to say, if you want, I'll say this.
Ticket's not gonna have none of this energy on Monday either. That's gonna be the funny part.
Why is Jokic not on here getting destroyed today?
First of all, I think our job is to talk about the game, not to destroy legacies. But first,
because that's what y'all do to all the other leaders.
Go ahead, Mars. Go ahead.
Technically, first of all,
this is why old school basketball.
Bob Pettit lost by 58, so that's the worst loss by an MVP ever.
You ever play basketball, Swiper?
We're not gonna miswrite history.
Okay, then we'll shut your ass up.
Who's 58 was?
Who's they ain't gonna do nothing about it? I'm still gonna be talking.
Play basketball. You wouldn't know it sucks.
Mars,
never played in my life.
Okay, so we're not rewriting history.
Bob
Pettit lost by 58 as an MVP, so that's the worst loss by an MVP ever. But if we want to be technical, in the game Kobe is the MVP lost by 39, he was a negative 35. Jokic was a negative 25. So technically, the Lakers lost worse to Kobe on the floor than the Nuggets.
Look at that emotional man. Look at you, emotional.
Hey, guess what? Jokic got the worst. So put that in your.
I just want to. What I want to discuss. What I want to talk about is I want to talk about how Minnesota, number one, takes this momentum over the game 7. I don't like the fact that we got to wait 2 days because it's the same thing that happened when they beat them on Monday. And we got to wait all the way to Friday for this thing to happen again. This game 7 should be tomorrow night. It should not be.
No, it shouldn't. I got an event tomorrow night. Thank God. For real. Thank God.
I'm sure because this game 7 should be tomorrow night. We should be getting right back to it because I don't like the fact that we're giving these guys this much time to be off because what it does is it takes away momentum from the other team. And that's the same thing. I think that's why this series has gotten extended.
And the pissed off Nuggets and pick off.
Yeah,
I hear you. I hear you, Chilltown. But I think Minnesota's a team. Well, I do like their mentality, especially with Ant-Man leading the charge. You got Mike Conley, a vet there. There are a bunch of young guys ready to be hungry and ready to be proven, right? So I think they're going to keep that mentality.
They're an older team, by the way, than the Nuggets, just to be clear. They're an older team across the board.
Got you. But Minnesota, I think they have a strong mentality to keep that tenacity and keep that mentality and keep that motivations to sit here and just really hand it to the Nuggets. The thing is, I mean, Ticket, you're crazy, bro. They got that 45-point lead in the fourth quarter against the bench, but like it's just that's wild, bro. Like,
Yeah,
my bad. I didn't want to. I didn't really miss that. I just thought that was wild.
The game was
but the
about
Nuggets
40 when Jokic went out, man. When Jokic
Got
went out,
you.
they were down by 40, dog.
Got you.
No, they don't. They were down by 30.
and then-
It was 30. It was
They were down by
93 to
40 when he
63.
went out.
The
Clown.
Nuggets. It's cool.
93 to 63, clown.
But-
9 minutes.
93 to 63
Well,
was the
I should
score.
have never brought it up. My bad. I should never brought
93
it
to
up.
63 was the
But
score.
On the flip side, though, Chilltown. On the flip side, though, Chilltown. The Nuggets are a team. They have been through postseason stretches. They have won the chip, and I do think they have the mentality as well
And
to
they've been
bounce
in
back
4
from a
game
game like
sevens.
this. You know, been in four
been in
game
4 game
sevens
sevens.
against the Utah Jazz, against the Clippers. Like they have been tested in times like
They
this,
lost
so I do
against
trust them.
Portland.
They did lose.
Portland in game 7.
You said what, Mars?
Couldn't make it. You lost against Portland in game
That was
7.
back
Couldn't
in
make
what,
it.
20
That was the first one. They
2019?
lost the second. They
2019,
lost the second
yeah.
one they were ever in. Then they've won the next two versus the Utah Jazz.
So yeah,
and tickets wide littered.
So the thing is, the Timberwolves are up against a team that do know how to bounce back from games like this. So
Sure.
I don't, like I said, I don't know who's making it out the West. I think this has been one of the most best years of watching playoff basketball. I'm very excited. I don't know who's going to win Game 7. I'm just excited to see what's going to happen. Honestly,
I think this is the Western Conference Championship right here. To be quite honest with you, I think the winner of Game 7 of the Denver-Minnesota game goes to the NBA Finals. And I don't think we're talking enough about how them boxing up Jamal Murray, how much that affects their offense. As good as Joker is, right? As good as MPJ is, boxing up Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray has 2 games. In the 2 games that he has, he went 2 for 20. Anthony Edwards got him in a straitjacket, shutting the door on him. When he puts him on that, when he gets on Jamal Murray's hip, because Jamal Murray, what he does when he comes off that screen, he creates a lot of space. Well, he can't create that much space and get downhill when Anthony Edwards is on his hip because he can't turn.
But he doesn't have that push off right now either because of that shin too.
And that's why I don't like
We
these.
can't use it. Hold on, but Swiper, he on the court. We can't use it.
I agree. I'll say the same thing. I agree.
Hey, Swipe, big dog.
I agree.
When he shoot them fadeaways and hitting them game winners.
Yeah.
Think about it. He has 7 free throws. He has 7 free throws the whole series.
No, but I'm saying though, but he still with that calf injury went down, posterized LeBron, did the flex, all
Still
that.
had that calf
Hey,
injury.
bro, we can't listen. Here's the thing with Jamal. Here's the
Tatum
thing with
doesn't
Jamal
have
Murray. I'm
Jokic's
upset with
career
Jamal
like
Murray
in any
about.
way, shape, or form. So I wouldn't even hold them in the same conversation, respectfully. But
Well, I'm just saying, I think that Jamal, first of all, the thing I don't like about Jamal Murray, he always try to shoot the most difficult shots. That's the first part.
he missed open threes yesterday, though. Like he had wide open threes.
Yeah, no. But I'm talking about Swiper. I'm talking about like when if he's not going, he rarely goes to try to get something easy. He still would try those difficult fadeaways on the baseline, difficult pull-up fadeaways, or just difficult shots like Kobe used to shoot. Like that's why Kobe Bryant's field goal percentage wasn't as high, because he always had a high degree of difficulty on his shots. Murray does the same thing. I wish Murray would simplify the game a little bit more, especially at the beginning of the game before he go into his bag. He'll start out the game trying to go deep into his bag, and I don't like that. Because
but the last 3 games prior to this, Murray has shot 52, 47, 50 from the field, and so obviously those were wins. And then yesterday shot 22. Game 2 when they got blown up, shot 16.7. Game 1 decent, shot 43%. So a lot of this is Murray. Murray
shots on 10 points is crazy.
Is it Murray or is it Anthony Edwards?
No, it's
Jamal Murray.
Anthony Edwards also
clearly not healthy, but it's also the scheme. It's
definitely the scheme, Miles. 100%.
Jamal Murray's been
and
inefficient the whole postseason. He's having one of the most inefficient postseasons
ever. Yeah, he's the most inefficient volume scorer in this postseason so far, and that's not been Murray.
46% true shooting is just appalling. Like he's been inefficient, but he made the 2 game winners against the Lakers, so like you can ignore it and all of that.
He's literally never been this bad before, ever. Like he's never in his career.
Well, I'm saying, what are we attributing his inefficiencies to? If it's injury, okay, I get that.
Well, it is, but Edwards, like it's been since the Lakers series.
Some of it's injury, some of it's
it's both.
Defense, like some of it's drop area. There's a lot of things. Like
versus the Lakers, he shot 29% from 3 and he shot 40% from the field versus Austin Reeves and D'Lo. Yeah. So this is what I mean. Like he just is not. And again, the thing is the Nuggets are still good enough to win, but the problem is Murray. He has to be able to playmake at the level he was the last 3 games and hit shots when he's open enough. And then Aaron Gordon and Porter and Justin and Rem, they've been able to carry the rest of the offense.
How can he do that though, Swiper? And I'm sorry to interrupt you, Swiper, but how can Jamal Murray do that? One, with the injury, all right, I get that part, but he does still have some burst, right?
Yeah.
We can't say that the injury is primarily why he's not being able to do that, because he still does come off that he does come off that screen pretty high.
Yeah, he has to hit those shots. He missed some bunnies yesterday.
That's what I'm saying, and he does get that lift in his shot.
Shots.
He does, and I think a lot of that is attributed to Anthony Edwards roughing him up, to Anthony Edwards being on his hip, to Anthony Edwards closing out on him and staying close to him. And it goes back to what I said a little while ago about hearing footsteps. It's like you play football, Swiper. You hear footsteps. I might be open, and the guy who wasn't there, who was there before, he's not there. But the fact that he's not there, I might think that he was there, so I might drop the ball. Same logic with Jamal Murray. Well, he's so used to having Anthony Edwards on his hip. He's so used to having Anthony Edwards in his face. So when Anthony Edwards isn't in his face, when he's going to the basket, like he had a layup that hit the rubber. He had a layup yesterday that hit the rubber.
That was great. Yeah,
that was terrible. We had people saying that, yo, he's on the take. Jamal Murray's on the take.
Y'all should be on Michael Porter Jr. too, because he's been putting a straight jacket too this series. And Michael Porter Jr. performance has been complete opposite from what it was against the Lakers. They paid a lot of.
They aren't helping off of him. That's the Lakers helped off Michael Porter Jr. because that's
right. Nuts to me, Mars. I don't know what the hell.
They're putting a lot of attention on him in this series.
That's why you took Darvin Ham.
But I would also say that the reason why the Ant thing and Murray thing is the issue, because Murray not being able to be better offensively is allowing Jaden McDaniels to put more time on MPJ. And so that's actually making it more difficult. Well, if Murray is able to, again, if Murray gets into game 7 and he picks it up even like this much, like he's giving you 18 points on 48% from the field, what that does is it changes the variables for the rest of the offense. And then therefore, that's how they get those double-digit wins tickets. So that's what I mean. If Murray is able to just have a regular season game, like not even an A, but a B regular season game, that changes the defense, and they can't just collapse on everybody.
So that means that you need Murray to play well to win. Jokic can't
because he didn't play. He didn't.
Ticket, you can't do that.
To me, he didn't. But he didn't. No ticket. But in last game, in game five, Jamal Murray did not have a great game until the end of the fourth quarter, and they dominated. So no, that's not the solution.
They didn't dominate them all the way through that game.
Yes, they. What are you talking about? They were. What do you mean they didn't dominate them? Game 5, the one we just saw, when Jokic had 40 and 13.
They blew it out in the end of the game, pretty much.
No, they were up. They were up for from basically from the onset of that game on. They were up for most of the game.
2 points.
They said what?
They cut the game down to 2.
When did they cut the game down to? When?
In game 5.
But when? At what point in the game?
Down the stretch of the game. Hold on. Down the stretch of the game, they cut it down to 2, and then you guys went on another blitz and ended the game. My whole point to y'all is this: you guys are basically saying there's no path to victory if Jamal Murray doesn't play at least decent or well. I'm saying what type of chill.
Keep on.
MVP is that when an MVP hold on, an MVP should ever get you 1. Right. So if the series on the line and my sidekick ain't
Jamal Murray had 16 points in that game, and you're saying he got him 1.
Chilltown. How many points did Scottie Pippen have in Game 6 with Michael Jordan against the Utah Jazz when Jordan scored half the points?
I think he had 8 points in that game.
Right, and did Jordan close the casket?
I think Jordan had 45 in that game.
He scored half the points of the team scored, and he closed the game. He's a real MVP.
Well, Scotty did other things though. Ticket. Let's not keep Scotty out there.
The fact that he was out there, that was enough.
They get you 1.
Sure. And I think Joker already got you that one. That 40 and 13 game, that was the game.
Nobody on the team had more than 18 points in that game. What are you confused about?
That was the game. But Swiper, back to your point, when you talked about Jamal Murray, playing at that B level. Well, you got to understand. I want to make sure that I'm not clueless on this. But for Jamal Murray to play, I don't think he can play B level against that kind of.
He's already done it. He's already done it though.
But has he? I mean, especially now we're later in the series.
It's not about that though. I'm telling you, Jamal's issues have never been. I've watched almost every dribble of that man since 2016. His issues have never been related to what the other team is doing as much as it's between his head. He was wide open on multiple floaters, multiple 3-point shots, and even at the rim yesterday, and missed every one of them. He was 1 of 10. But I'm saying, Ticket, I don't care who you're playing against. That's inexcusable. If you're coming off a DHO on 3 separate possessions and you're wide open with 6 feet of space, 4 feet, you got to make those shots at some point in time. But otherwise, it's a live ball. It's a live ball miss, and they're running on the other end. And he did that more times than he needed to that yesterday.
Well, if it's a psychological thing, like you say, Swiper, wouldn't that be attributed to what's going on actually in the game? That's what's making him miss shots. It's not that he's just missing shots. He's missing shots because Anthony Edwards is all over him.
But I'll respect Ant. And it's not not a better defender than Jimmy Butler is. And Jimmy Butler and Bam were doing the similar things last year in the NBA Finals. And Jamal Murray had way better performances in those matchups when they were blitzing him. Even like Jamal Murray,
scoring wise, he wasn't.
Can we not?
Go ahead.
Can we not just say like sometimes there's just games where you just don't make shots?
Like, no, I'm agreeing with you.
Oh, yeah. He's in his head or like no. Sometimes it's just there's a lid on the basket. Sometimes. There was a lid on the basket. Jamal Murray got good looks. There was just a lid on the basket.
This has a lot to do with defense, bro. I think Ant-Man.
That's what I'm thinking, man.
I think it can be multiple things. The Wolves they're speeding him up, but sometimes you just miss bunnies.
But Mars, from experience of actually being on a basketball court is different. You can ask Ron. You can ask Chitchat. These guys have been on a basketball court. It's different when a guy is pressuring you a certain way and forcing you into certain shots. You can say any guy who's a scorer like that, he gonna say, "Hey man, that ain't affect me," because he gonna have that confidence in himself. Yes. He's not gonna let you think you can lock him up. Yes. So Murray's gonna say that. But it's things that Ant is doing that not a lot of people are willing to do. That is at Ant's caliber that is affecting him. Yes, listen, Murray is not used to all game long guys chasing him on screens, following him, holding him, pulling him, touching him, all kind of stuff, pushing him off the spot. He doesn't like doing it the whole game. You can tell. Ant-Man has been doing that. That's why Ant-Man has been tired and gassed down the stretch of some of these games because he's been locked in on this dude the whole game. And nobody's really talked about how much he's played a great level of defense this entire series up until
here it is. Jamal Murray this year. Let me read the playoff numbers to you. Jamal Murray in the playoff this year, he's seen Austin Reeves. He shot 31% from Austin Reeves over the course of that series, over tight defense. Terrible. Anthony Edwards, 26%. Terrible. Jaden McDaniels, 33%. Terrible. And then Spencer Dinwiddie even 33% versus them. And that's what I'm telling you. D'Lo, 20%. Mike Conley, 20%. So again, I'm saying that there's a real thing about pressure. But the other end of this is that dude clearly is not at the level he needs to be physically. And then on the other end, he is just missing way too many shots. So I'm not blaming Jamal. It's a team game. Everybody has to perform at the level. The problem is that Jamal Murray is inexcusable. I don't care what Shill's talking about. It is inexcusable that if you have open opportunities and you know you have an MVP, the entire defense is being slanted in his direction, you have to make shots. Your job is to be the B on the team. You have a dude ticket that literally is averaging 29, 10, and 9 or whatever it is, and he's been dominating 33 points a game in the last 3 games on 60% from the field. All he needs is this much help.
What's Aaron Gordon averaging this series?
I think Aaron Gordon has been actually his help this year. Actually, Aaron Gordon actually has been. Aaron Gordon
16 and a half.
The times they won, Aaron Gordon. The times they won,
excellent efficiency.
Yeah, 16.
The times they won, Jokic did have his help, but wasn't.
Aaron had 13, 27, and 18. So again,
what is Murray averaging this series?
16, 18, 17, 17, 17. 16.
I have last night. We'll have to respectfully agree to disagree, Swiper, because I'm having a difficult time with the logic that a guy is just missing shots and that defense hasn't affected him. As good as Jamal Murray is, and I'm on record.
It's never one thing.
I don't think it's one thing neither, Mars. I won't argue.
Momentum too. Momentum wasn't on their side at all.
And I'm on record, Swiper, saying that I think Jamal. I definitely can't name 10 guys in the league that are better tough shot makers than Jamal Murray. Maybe 5. But with that being said, if it's not one thing, I definitely think one of the things it is the fact that he's getting played defensively a lot tougher than he has in the past.
Well, Chitchat, let me give y'all something that's going to destroy everything Swiper and them guys just said. And I have proof, Ron. I come with proof today. I come bearing proof. So, Ron, when you look at the numbers, Ron, Jokic in this series, he's averaging 28.2. His next guy is Aaron Gordon, 16.5. Then it's Jamal Murray, 15.7. And then it's Michael Porter Jr., 11.3.
What's Aaron Gordon's splits?
If you look at the team, let me finish. I know y'all don't want to finish my sentence.
Keep going.
I was asking you a question about your stats.
Keep going, Ticket. Keep going, Ticket.
Right? So for the Minnesota Timberwolves, Ant-Man is matching Jokic. He's averaging 29.5 for this series. His second leading scorer is 17.8. Third leading scorer is Mike Conley at 11.2, and his fourth leading scorer is Naz Reid at 10.8.
Well, hold on, chill, hold on. What does that mean though? Like this, is why it's a 3-3 series though.
That means that hold on. That means that your ass, a complete crap, don't have no excuses because
it's a 3-3 series though. Wouldn't that signify why both teams are playing elite defense versus each other and winning?
But if they're gonna do that, why don't we just look at how many points are the Wolves averaging and how many points are the Nuggets averaging? I don't understand.
It's okay.
Jokic's second greatest score is averaging 16.5, third 15.7, fourth 11.3. Ant-Man, his second leading scorer is Cat at 11.
But Chicken, what is your point? What is your point?
Hold on.
Jokic doesn't need more help. That's his point.
Let me ask you a question, Mark, because it's going to be 10-on-1 anyways. My point
is, there are 7 people up here.
My point is that the other guys outside of Ant and Jokic, the other guys are doing the same thing.
What about the 6 and 7 guy? What about the 6 and 7 guys?
Okay,
because Rudy's having.
Let's do that. So
I know Jaden
8.3.
Jaden, Rudy.
KCP's averaging 8.3. Jaden McDaniel had been playing bad in this series till last night. He's averaging 9.3. And then Christian Braun is averaging 6.2. Nickeil Alexander-Walker is averaging 8.3.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Justin
Holiday 5.3, Reggie Jackson 4.3,
and that get your reading glasses ticket.
9.8.
Now Rudy Gobert 9.8. So yeah, when you go down further down, there's more guys contributing rather than just the top guys.
The Wolves average more points than the Nuggets.
But it's a 3-3 series though. That to me that speaks to two teams playing very freaking good defense versus each other, and outside of the number one options, nobody's cooking. So I'm confused.
Respect Aaron Gordon.
Oh, it's
hold on, but before we get into that, I'm gonna need everybody's predictions on that. But before we do that, I gotta shout out everybody in here.
It don't matter, Ron. It don't matter if the whole damn team was hurt except for Jokic. That fool gonna pick Denver, man.
The fool gonna tick the best player in the series at home in the game 7 with
the
Wolves not having any game 7 experience. Yeah, I mean,
fellas, I gotta holler at the crowd. I gotta holler at everybody in here. All 2,500 people in here.
You're right.
Salute to you. Shout out to you if you in here. Make sure you slap that like button. Also, subscribe if you haven't, and become a member too, so you could type in the chat with all these amazing goofies that's out there. Shout out to all of y'all. I got a few super chats from y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and get to that. Before I do that, I gotta let you know that we will be on playback.tv tonight. Pull up. My man J-Rob's gonna take control. He got the Knicks and the Pacers. We'll definitely get into this game, talk about game 6 in Indiana, and I'm gonna get everybody's thoughts and predictions on that. I need to know you guys' thoughts and predictions as well. All of that good stuff. And last but not least, it's a QR code right under Big Ox Bob down there. Go ahead and scan that and go to www.playerschoicemerch.com and check out some of this good merch that we got. You see my man Dub down here rocking the good old PC merch. Chill rocking the PC merch. Yeah, y'all know what time it is.
PC merch on today. Hey, can y'all send me the beige hoodie?
What beige hoodie?
The beige hoodie.
The camouflage joint.
Shut up, Ox. I'm tired of you doing that. There's too much going on today for you to be telling them jokes.
Hey, I got this. Real quick, I just want to point this out to y'all. And I know this is a little off topic. Sometimes I'll get these thoughts, right? I was watching one of the great sports movies last night. Me and my daughter, we were laying down. I was watching Glory Road. Glory Road, right? I'm watching. It's a great movie. We all love it. Great movie. I just want to point out that this is a true story. And I want to say that if it was a national championship game, and let's say I'm one of the white boys and I'm not racist, when my coach says that I'm not playing in the national championship game so they could play, I'm racist now. I'm dropping a hard R.
You're tripping.
I'm tripping. I'm pissed.
You're tripping. Yeah, that moment was bigger than the game, by the way. So they that no way.
I don't know about y'all, but
wait, what Ox? Was it 6 or 5? Did they have 6 black players or 5?
I'm dropping a hard R.
Hey, look,
and they only play the black
players.
No, Picky, you talking to me? You talking to the wrong person. I know all about that story in real life. I'm saying Ox is tripping. That in the middle of the height of segregation.
I see what he means. I see what he means.
Dub, first off.
Game.
I'm just saying, bro. He keeping it 92 plus 8.
Dub, what would you have done, Dub?
I ain't dropping the hard ER, man. That's not me.
I'm talking about a hard ER. I love y'all, but you playing me.
Bob, I want to ask you something serious because I don't want to forget about this, but I want to ask you something because you said something the other day, and I wanted to ask you a question about this. You said that a lot of the ladies in the WNBA, because I've been watching the games, you said they've been hating on Caitlyn Clark. How did you feel about that?
I don't believe last night? I don't believe they are hating on Caitlyn Clark. I didn't say that.
Oh, okay. I thought you said that. My bad. So, how did you feel about the performance last night?
I didn't get to catch it last night.
You talking about what the game that she didn't play too well in, right? And how everyone
she played again last night. She had 9 points and they got beat by like 40.
Well, that's the thing.
Against arguably the best team in the league. That's what they lost to, by the way.
Yeah, but still, I was the one saying this. Thinking like, I don't expect Caitlyn Clark to come out here and do what she was doing in college. The WNBA is the most prestigious basketball league in the world.
Mm-hmm.
That's why only 13 of the people that were drafted made a roster spot, because the best of the best.
So you don't think she's going to do what she did in college in the WNBA?
Not yet. Give her a season.
Well, not in her rookie year.
She's a great basketball player.
Even the rookie of the year last year, they weren't going off like that too. So people just trying to get on Caitlyn's case. But
there's only 3 players I think on top of my head in WNBA that walked in and were dogs. That was Stewie, Candy, and Maya. Just were straight. They didn't even have a drop off. They went into the league and ball. And Elena Deladon too.
Candace Parker, right?
Elena, yeah, she won MVP. She won MVP.
I thought when you said Candy, I knew he had to be talking about Candace Parker.
Mm-hmm. Hey, with that being said, though, Caitlyn gonna have her games. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be up and down, but when that three ball get the phone, it ain't nothing you can really do when she coming across pulling from the logo. When she get hot,
they running her off the line. They're paying close attention to her shooting those three. They are trying to get her. Chitchat, I'm watching the games.
That's not the point. That's not what I'm saying.
She'll figure it out. Is what he's saying.
Still, they are really locked in on her, bro.
Sure, they are. Sure. Now I want you to remember the team they played the first game. That was a playoff team. She went off for 20.
But they should play through Aaliyah Boston more. That's me.
Even if that's true, what I'm saying is 100% they should. But even if that's true, the team that they played last night, that team was in a dogfight with the NBA champions in the WNBA final. And she's a rook. That's what we going off of. No, we're not doing that. Add that to the fact. Add that to the fact that Connecticut team that they played, just so you know, the tickets that they sold playing against that Connecticut team, that's the most tickets they sold all last year. They didn't sell that many all last year in that one game they did. I do. I do. You know why I care about that? I care about that because the sky is bluer when you around. The grass is greener when you around. The money is better when you around. She will. And don't worry about that. She will. 100% she will.
I believe so. I agree with you on that, Chill. All I'm saying is like, all the ticket sales and stuff like that, that's a big deal. Like, that's a very big deal.
100%.
I'm happy that they're getting a lot of notoriety. But it's gonna take to me, I think it's gonna take a minute for her to. I don't know if she'll ever be as good as she was in college, because
that's all I'm
these women are hoop. But that's the thing. She can still be a great player and not do what she was doing. But she's not gonna do that. You're not gonna be a rookie and do that to Alyssa Thomas.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You're not going to come and do that. She's not going to do that.
NBA players are not going to do that to Alyssa Thomas.
She's not going to do that to a lot of players, bro. So that's what I'm saying. Like, Tiki, you got to give her a second before we just.
So let me ask you this question.
On top of that, she's not the only player on that team. Hold on, real quick, bro. Hold on. Because they got Aaliyah Boston. They got Katie Lou Samuelson over there now too. So it's not she's not over there by herself. She got some hoopers over there with her. She'll be fine. Like she's gonna be one of the better players eventually, but not yet.
What is the game plan if she gets ran off the three? What can she do?
Bro, you don't think she's ever going to adjust to that over the course of this year, though?
It's just she's a rookie. You got to give her a chance, bro.
Not the way they was playing her in college, bro.
No, but I'm saying, but Ticket, you know this, but Ticket, I know I troll you, I mess with you, Ticket, because, and again, I know you do the nonsense we be going back and forth. But obviously we respect each other. I know I respect you. I can't speak for you because I don't know your brain, because you and DR doing crazy stuff. But listen, so you sitting here telling me you don't think Caitlyn Clark over the course of this year is going to be able to adjust to at least be not a walk away first team rookie, like 18, 20 points per game score, even if her efficiency is not going to be there for sure.
She's obviously going to make all rookie off her name. All I'm saying is
no play. I'm talking her play, not our name.
Sorry, but here's my question to y'all. In college, she was never forced to do anything else other than pull up those threes. Nobody ever exploited the fact or made her do something different. In the WNBA,
Ticket, that's not true. That's not true. If you watch if you watch the UCLA game or the UConn game, Nika Mule was picking her up full court. She was denying her full court.
How many threes did she hit that game?
She didn't have that good of a game.
How many threes did she hit?
I think she had three. I think she had three of them.
She didn't have that good of a game.
I think she had three of them.
Pull up those numbers, man.
But we can understand the difference between college basketball and WNBA. Can we not? There is a huge ticket. Now, hold on, bro. Hold on. There is a huge leap between Division I women's basketball and the WNBA. There is a bigger gap. The gap is huge. So that's what I'm saying. This is something that anybody with half a brain should have expected. Like anybody that expected Caitlyn Clark to come and walk into the WNBA and just go for 40, 30, then that's just okay. But that's what I'm saying. That's a narrative. That's a lie. They're pushing, just like Chill was saying. We're selling tickets here. We're trying to sell tickets. We're trying to keep bringing more light, more eyes to the WNBA. There was no way that Caitlyn Clark was going to come walk into the WNBA and do what she was just doing last month in college. Now, one day she might get to that point. I don't know. I can't say she won't, but I know for a fact that it's not going to be right now. This isn't a big deal. Like I'm not gonna bash her for.
I'm not saying bash her. I'm saying my question to you for right now and to Swiper is this: since Swiper asked me the question too, what is her game if she's not hitting threes?
Well,
she could get to the rack. She
got to the rim at a high level with Iowa too, though.
Turnovers in the first game, Chilltown.
She's a baby. She just got to the WNBA.
No, I'm asking. No, he said he's talking about playmaking. So I'm saying if it's playmaking, Aaliyah Boston hadn't looked good since she arrived. These are facts. They're not playing through Aaliyah. They caterizing their entire game plan to Caitlyn Clark, which I think is a mistake. You should be playing through Aaliyah Boston and then letting Caitlyn Clark play off of her, not putting so much pressure on her. Because I'm asking y'all once again, if Caitlyn Clark is not hitting those step back threes, if she's not, because she's having to do a lot of work just to get her shot off. If she can't hit those threes, what is her game? What can she do?
She can play make. She can for sure play make, and that's why
she get to the rim too. I guess I'm confused about that.
To me, the playmaking,
Big Ox, I gotta tell you, Big Ox. I got to tell you, Big Ox, it's a good thing that my career isn't over after my rookie year, barring any injuries. It's a good thing that as I move on, I get to develop. Because if my career is over after my rookie year, I'm garbage because I'm 100% confident. I watched Michael Jordan lead the league in turnovers as a rookie. I watched Peyton Manning throw 29 interceptions as a rookie. If that was today, there's no way that he's playing anymore. If that was today. And by the way, that's still a record to this day.
What are we shooting? 3 games in, Chill?
It's 2.
Yeah, exactly. Two. She could be better than Scoot Henderson was his rookie year.
We're in development. Okay, I just got the job. Can I learn how to do the job first?
Hey, Chilltown. Not only that. How long was their off season? Because I feel like she just got drafted.
Literally, the national championship was like April. I think the national championship was like April 3rd.
You got to keep playing.
Yeah, so she doesn't even have time to adjust with the team that she's a part of. She hasn't even been in a full camp.
Just give her some time.
This is what I'm saying to Ron and all of y'all. Even when she was at Iowa, even when she was there, she was never really forced to switch her game up. She was able to impose her will shooting those threes. That was a major part of her game as a three ball. All I'm asking y'all is this. If the WNBA, which is what they're going to, Bob knows this because they're going to scout her. They've already scouted her. They know how they want to play her. If they're going to run her off the 3-point line and take away the 3-ball, Ron, what else can she do at a great level that's going to make her stand out?
You don't think
she can score from the mid range and she can finish.
But you don't think she was a good finisher in college?
She can score from the mid range and finish at the rack.
Can we also point out that she might not be a superstar in the WNBA? Like she might just end up being a spot up shooter. That's a really good facilitator for the ball. That's not bad. Like that's not bad. If she wait, hold on, bro, hold on. If she plays 12, 13 seasons of WNBA basketball, plays overseas too, and she's a starting point guard, but she doesn't average 25 and 11, she still has a hell of a career. She doesn't have to be a superstar to be successful. That's all I'm saying. I told y'all already. Cameron Brink is the best rookie anyway. Y'all putting too much on Caitlin's shoulders. Let her play basketball.
But she just had the game that translates easier.
Superstar. And on top of that, ticket, like I said, the WNBA is the most prestigious basketball league in the world.
And why is
Bob,
that again?
Like
why is that again?
Bob,
Can you say it one more time?
That WNBA
the
needs
best get a
Caitlyn
rocket
Clark.
spot. Only the best get a roster spot, bro. Like there's a few minimum.
Bob,
only the best get to play. You know what
Bob,
I mean? So
but that product, that prestigious WNBA product, they need Caitlyn Clark to be great.
Yes.
I'm sorry, they need her to be. Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes.
Okay, that's
why,
cool.
why do you think all this buzz is? Why do you think all this buzz is happening with the WNBA right now? It's because of her.
If there's eyes on the league right now because of Caitlyn, which I think even Ox can admit, more people are watching it because of Caitlyn and how she's been marketed. But if the people watching see Caitlyn is struggling because the WNBA is that good, that's a testament to the WNBA talent that's already there. Does that mean people are going to stay? Maybe not. I don't really know.
But people are.
But that means people are now seeing the WNBA is better than they thought.
But Mars,
if you only watched it because of Caitlyn Clark, you're not going to last.
People are more of a fan of players rather than the actual sport, so they're going to follow more her.
That's true.
That's why.
Yeah, but if they see she's
that's unrealistic.
I'm not saying she's not good. I'm saying because I haven't watched the second of her. I'm saying, but if people are watching her and they see. Who's the girl that locked her up in game one? I can't. Someone said her name a couple days ago. Something.
Karen.
Yeah, someone sees her.
They're not going to care.
Someone sees her.
They're not going to care.
Obviously, the casuals are not going to care. You can't appease to all the casuals. I understand that.
Sure.
But there are going to be some people who are watching the WNBA for the first time.
But we're talking about
boosting the viewership, and then Juju's going to come in at some point.
But
Paige Beckers is going to come in at some point. Like there's still college athletes now who aren't in the league right now. Who, if Caitlyn Clark doesn't pan out, people are going to watch the WNBA for Juju. People are going to watch the WNBA for Paige. People are watching the WNBA because they think Cameron Brink is attractive. Like I'm aware of all of these things. It's not just Caitlyn. Caitlyn is definitely bringing them, but the WNBA is going to be in a better place next year than it was.
But Mars, it can be in a better place, but to the place where they want it to be, if Caitlyn is not that person that they need her to be, it will not reach that marker. So yes, it's going to be in a better position because of the marketing that she has provided for sure. Because she's putting a lot of people exposure because of her marketability.
Wait, Dub, what are we talking about here? Are we talking about people turning TV on views? Are we talking about views? Are we talking about
we talk about maximizing the viewership of the WNBA.
Yeah, but it doesn't need to happen.
What I'm gonna say, I'm gonna exit this conversation because
no, Ox, you're not. You're not.
There's a
reason why you're not
lot of things going on. The
WNBA
until now.
No, I'm not letting Ox off.
That's crazy.
Fellas,
whoa, don't do that. Don't do that.
No, we only got one mic. I'm gonna bring y'all back in. It's five of y'all talking.
I stopped talking. I want to hear what you're gonna say.
Let's have it.
I'm not letting Ox off the hook with this, and the reason why I'm not letting Ox off the hook with this is because Ox he's adamant about it being basketball. How am I gonna find out how good these basketball players are if there's no eyes on it? I need eyes on this, and the way I'm gonna get eyes on this is with Caitlyn Clark. She's going to be the one she's going to be the one that's making people turn this on. I don't know if you know this, Ox, but Jackie Robinson was not the best black baseball player. He wasn't. But the fact that he integrated baseball
in the 40s and 50s,
he was not the best. No.
At the time?
No, he wasn't better than Satchel Paige.
Man, respect to you.
He was not better than Satchel Paige.
Respect to you.
Absolutely.
Just because you watched it live, I disagree.
He was not better than Satchel Paige. That's not the point.
Satchel Paige was a pitcher. He was a pitcher. Stop it.
And he's throwing complete games, but that's not the point.
Hey, wait. Hold on. What was the quote? What was the quote, Chill? What was the quote that he had about age? What was the age quote that he had since you brought him up? Age and the mind over matter, and if you don't mind, then it don't matter, and that's why he threw to his 45 or whatever else it was, or 50.
He was throwing in his games, by the way. He was throwing complete games, every game. There's no middle relief.
But Chill, I get what you're saying, Chill. I understand that. I understand that, Chill.
I want to get these eyes, Ox. All I want to do, Ox, is I want to get these eyes that you want on these ballers that you love. You don't like these chicks. You think these chicks are awesome, and we missing out. And the reason why we missing out is because there is nobody to push it to the point where people are watching. People need to know how good these women are. So we put somebody like Caitlyn Clark to the front of the line. And if we put her to the front of the line, we also need to have her be good because it also legitimizes what we're doing.
Yeah,
that's the idea.
Well, sure, that's the thing too. On top of that, is my only issue is if it takes the media to tell you got to go watch Caitlyn Clark. And if you're only watching because you were told to watch, and then you on top of that, you only watch because you've seen Caitlyn hit a couple threes in college. You're not gonna really be a fan of the WNBA. Like, you're not gonna keep watching.
That's how it works,
you know
though. That's how most people work.
So, but what I'm all I'm saying is,
the same thing with politics.
I thought we were talking about skill basketball on the court, what they do on the hardwood. If we're talking about what it's going to take for people to watch basketball, I don't like. The only reason I don't want to argue because I don't care about it. Like, if you're not
Bob,
watch,
can I put an analogy real quick for him? Bob, it's, you know what I'm saying? It's like this.
I watch basketball.
Bob, it's like this. It's like this, right? You have a product on a shelf, probably a great product.
Dub, I understand what you're saying. I don't need no analogies, Dub, because I already understand what you're saying. Like, I swear I do. I'm not saying you're wrong.
Fuck me.
I don't care.
Nah, fuck me. It's all right. You got it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if they got to watch because of Caitlyn Clark, they just don't know, because she's not even close to the best basketball player in the league.
And that's not the point.
That's nowhere near. He's nowhere near.
That's not what it's about either, though.
What I'm saying is, if we got Drew Lloyd and Asia out here to watch, I'm already know who the ballers are. I'm not watching for Caitlyn Clark.
It's always an entry point, though.
You are speaking. Go ahead.
You're not a casual. You're already ingrained. I think it's obvious. The point Dub, Chill are making, that in order to grow the viewership and grow the product and get the players paid more and get them more amenities and everything, the casuals need to watch the games. The casuals need to buy tickets, because that's how you get the most revenue.
Right.
And the point, and I know, and you understand that. You just saying for the basketball aspect, if you like basketball, you are watching it anyway. And if you need Caitlyn Clark, then you probably aren't going to stay around anyway. I understand your point. My point is, there's people who are definitely watching this for the first time solely because of Caitlyn Clark. Mm-hmm. There's going to be a subsection of those people who are going to watch it for the first time, see that the league is really talented, that even though Caitlyn Clark isn't playing well, we're going to continue watching it because now we like certain players. We like Brianna Stewart, we like Sabrina, we like whoever else, Asia Wilson, all those
Kelsey Plum.
There's going to be some people who are watching solely out of hate for Caitlyn Clark, hoping she fails. When she's playing poorly, they're going to continue to watch so they can continue hating. That's another subsection. Then there's going to be the other subsection that is like, we're watching solely because of Caitlyn Clark and her success. If she doesn't play well, they're probably going to go away. But my point is, this whole WNBA getting to a higher level doesn't need to happen overnight. If Caitlyn Clark was great, it would happen not overnight, but it would accelerate the process. But if Caitlyn Clark isn't great, she isn't the best player in the league. The amount of eyes that they now have on the league, some people are going to stay. Also, we have the college athletes who are going to come in the future years. Like I said, Paige Beckers, Juju Watkins, Flage from LSU, other people. There's also people who are just watching for Angel Reese. So, like, those people coming in, the WNBA is going to be in a better spot 5 years from now than it was prior to Caitlyn Clark and all those girls. Now they're going to be on the level of the NBA? No. But they're going to be in a better spot with or without Caitlyn Clark being a superstar. Now, Caitlyn Clark being a superstar would elevate them even higher, but that doesn't mean the WNBA isn't going in the right direction. Yeah. This doesn't need to happen overnight. As we know, the NBA is the NBA is subsidizing the WNBA. That's been well documented for a while. The NBA is going to keep continuing to do that. So the WNBA has time to get to the level that it wants to get to where it can be independent. Because the NBA knows the backlash it will get if it stops subsidizing the WNBA. So the WNBA has time and they don't need to rush the process. So Caitlyn Clark doesn't need to be a superstar because other superstars are going to come along and it already has more eyes on it because of her. And
I hope you're right, Mars. I hope you're right. Yeah, and on top of that, they saying in the chat, oh, you trying to gatekeep the WNBA. No. I don't even understand what that means. No. I'm just saying, like, I don't really care if anybody else watches it. But I get what you're saying, Mars. I hope people continue to watch. That's
sure.
And Chilltown, nobody really came with all of the hype and all of the media spectacle around her that she's had. And they like her a lot because she plays, they say she plays like Steph Curry with all the threes, a step back, amazing threes she hits. It's exciting to watch when she gets going. I agree with Doug because if she doesn't get going, all of the people that they brought over there and hyped her up to bring her over there to watch this, if they don't see what they have been advertised as it's been advertised, a lot of those people are not going to watch, and that's just going to hurt them.
Sure.
They need her to play at that level that she's marketed as, so to keep those fans in there. It's the same as YouTube. You can get thousands of viewers in your chat, but can you keep them in the chat and then improve upon that? Right. That's why they do something what they call watch time and like your consistency in the viewership time. So Caitlyn Clark, she brought the viewership in, but she has to keep it with her level of play. That's why I asked you, Bob, and I asked Swiper, is there anything else to her game that she can do that's elite if they run her off the ball? Because to me, if she can't do something else that's elite, and they take that 3 ball away from her, bro, that's severely gonna hurt her stock and her product over the next few years.
Tigger, before you get into that, I also want to say to one of Mars's point, like you said, Showtown, you put a good example about the bar and having thousands of viewers, right? Mars is saying how, all right, the map is there and it's set where league will be fine. I'm saying that if Caitlyn's not who she is, I don't think the viewership that is gaining from all the other pieces is going to be enough for the WNBA to be sustainable. Now, if you want to say the NBA won't sit here and just not stop supporting it, I get that because of the social and political world that we live in today. But in my mind, I mean, things are about money, bro. And at the end of the day, if that viewership isn't at the right amount for so long, which it hasn't been for 30 years, bro, at the end of the day, like, they have to make some real decisions. I mean, it's bad enough.
Why do people think the NBA would stop funding the WNBA? Where's that coming from?
No.
What
I'm saying
because they would be losing a substantial amount of money, which they probably already are. But there's
they're not going to start losing more money.
That's what I'm saying.
The WNBA is only improving. They're not going to start losing more.
Exactly.
And the backlash the NBA will get for supporting the WNBA will cost them more money than them.
Yes, it would, and it would trickle down to the NBA. To be quite honest,
yeah, that's the problem, though. The problem is they're not promoting nobody else. They're not promoting Angel Reese like that. They're not promoting Cardosa like that.
Well, they actually are marketing themselves.
Even though she's hurt, but Ron, even though she's hurt, they're not promoting those other girls like that. That girl won a national championship and don't get half the promotion. It's the same what Kendra Perkins said yesterday on TV about Bronny. We on here talking about a late potential second-round pick when the number 1 overall picks ain't even getting talked about. So when we got people that's winning championships in college, we got people that's coming out here that's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, like Cardosa won a championship this year. They ain't even talking about. I know she hurt, but they weren't even talking about her before she got hurt. They didn't care about her like that.
But she doesn't have the draw, though. This is the same thing with Johnny Manziel in the NFL. If you don't got the draw, they're not going to talk about you. That's just the way it works. Angel Reese ain't a good, but respect. She just also is not as good of a player. Like, there's levels to some of this stuff. Bronny is like gonna get the name because he get the draw because he has the name. He's not as good as any of those dudes in the first round.
Up 20 and 10 1 year in school, and then
but she's not as good as Caitlyn Clark though out of college. Even with that,
she has the following though. She definitely
does. But I think the idea they're not promoting her is incorrect. I would say they're not promoting her as much, but also she's not as good.
No, she's promoting herself. She's literally promoting herself. She is marketing herself, which is a shame.
So all I'm saying to you, Swiper, is to me that marketing scheme the same with the NBA now, bro. Like, they're not promoting the other guys enough. You know why a lot of people don't know about Murray, don't know much about Jokic? Because all they do is talk about the Lakers and LeBron and KD and James Harden or whatever, whoever every single year. They don't talk about Giannis. They don't talk about Jokic. They don't talk about Murray. They don't talk about all these other guys during the regular season. Shea. Why you think too many people didn't know about everything Shea was doing in OKC this year? They ain't talking about him. Why you think that Wembanyama lost the defensive player of the year? What? They ain't talking about him like they should have been talking about him.
No, they've been talking about Wemby a lot.
It wasn't because of that. It wasn't because Wembanyama had one of the highest selling jerseys in the league. That's not what happened.
They were still talking about LeBron.
I get your example.
Bro, that's crazy.
But LeBron, KD, and them and Curry, they're always going to get that burn because of how long they've been playing in the league and the level of superstar.
The media spoke about Wemby more than they spoke about Steph and KD this year. I promise you they did.
Wemby was a crazy hot topic.
Rudy Gobert wouldn't get more media coverage than Wemby,
LeBron's always going to be number one. Like, that's about LeBron regardless. If he's in the league, if he's out of the league.
They don't even talk about Ant-Man as much as they should.
I agree with you on a lot of what you said, but Wemby's not the example here because I literally have people I know don't watch a lick of basketball come up to me ask me about Wembanyama.
Let me give you an example, Swiper, for what you just said. Here's my point to you. You say Jamal Murray's not an all-star because he's with Denver. If Jamal Murray was playing with the New York Knicks, he'd have been a 5-time all-star already.
No, he wouldn't have been. If he would have had to, his play hasn't met that standard.
Bro, Swiper, listen to what I'm saying. Bro, Swiper, just listen.
Jalen Brunson didn't even make it last year.
Listen to one thing I'm saying to you, and I'm going to tell you why.
He was 24 games.
I'm going to tell you why. D'Lo Russell made an all-star team with the Brooklyn Nets. If you put a guy like Jamal Murray with the New York Knicks and he's averaging a dub or up and playing the way he's playing, he will be an all-star based off of the
That was
media.
2019, wasn't it? When the league was different.
2019.
But I'm showing you based off the media market that he was in versus a lot of other things. That makes that all that stuff makes the difference. If Jamal Murray's playing the way he's playing for the Lakers, he's an all-star. If he's playing the way he's playing for the Knicks, he's an all-star. If he's playing the way he's playing for any of those major market media teams, he's an all-star because of the market he's playing in. When you play like that for small market teams, you're not going to get the nod as much, bro. And this is true. Like if Spidey made his mark in Utah because he was taking those teams to number 2, number 3 seeds in the West early in his career, right? Mm-hmm. So he was getting his recognition because he was the unsung leader of that team. But again, if you would have put Donovan Mitchell in the East on one of those worst teams, like Orlando or something like that, it would have been harder for him to get his recognition early on in his career. He would have really had to establish himself. Same thing. Like how many All-Star teams?
D-Mitch didn't get recognition like that though.
Who?
D-Mitch.
Yes, he did. He was an All-Star team.
How did you? Quick question, Ox. How did you find out about Scottie Pippen?
How did I find out about Scottie Pippen?
Yeah, how did you find out about Scottie
Pippen? My cousins and my dad just watching basketball.
What did they tell you? What did they tell you about him?
Because he was a dog.
And the way that they found out about him was because the Bulls was on TV. Why were the Bulls on TV? The Bulls was on TV because of Jordan. Yeah. Jordan was one of the guys who pushed the league forward. And in the process of him pushing the league forward, the Bulls got this dude or this 6'8" guy on their crew. He nice. Mm-hmm. We need to start paying attention to him. That's why Caitlyn Clark has to be better. Because what's going to happen is when she's better, now you're going to put eyes on Jane Doe. Well, wait a minute. Jane Doe nice too. So I'm going to start watching her. And not only Jane Doe, other teams in the league, we're going to start watching them. So when you put a product out and you put somebody to the forefront, when she's not good, that delegitimizes what we're doing. That devalues what we're doing. When she is good, that legitimizes us. And now we can put more people to the forefront. In addition to her, it won't just be her, but she'll be a part of it.
Right. It's just like when we was in high school trying to get recruited and we'd go play for an AAU team and they'd be like, oh, well, he's already over there. Well, you want to play with him because the coaches are going, you know what I'm saying? So like if you nobody know me. If I'm trying to go play with one of the better players so I can go get some eyes on me. And I understand it. It makes sense. It makes perfect sense. I'm just
I do want to say too, like their record last year was 13-27. She's not playing. She's not playing with the. It's the reason she went number 1 overall. And the year before that, Aaliyah Boston went number 1 overall. Hold right quick, Ticket.
Ron, it's going to be worse this year.
They don't. That's the point I'm trying to make, Ticket. They don't have a good team. So it's
that means she ain't that damn good then.
No, check this out. You
feel that way about Wemby?
No. I'm saying this. Hold on. I'm gonna say this one more time. If she went to a team and she plays a majority of the games and she's not hurt, and they are worse than what they were last year, even though they have her, even though they have Aaliyah Boston, bro, then she's not as good as advertised.
Ticket. That's not the case. That's just like when Pink came on here and was talking about Kate Cunningham's VORP. If you don't got floor space,
he ain't that good. Yeah, hold on. Hold on. You guys praise Kate Cunningham. He's a complete crap.
Okay, so first,
completely against that.
So first of all, you want to make the point that we don't talk about these players enough, and then we're talking about a player on a bad team, and all of a sudden the player's trash. You're contributing to the problem. But also, Wemby's Spurs team didn't improve, and they added Wemby. But we all know Wemby's had one of the best rookie seasons we ever seen. So why are we expecting Caitlyn Clark to just turn this Indiana Fever team around? I'm pretty sure it's been maybe the worst team in the league for like 2 years.
Wemby struggled in the beginning too.
First thing you left out is
the Spurs didn't get better this year, game wise.
Same record, same exact record. 22 wins.
Wemby's a bum.
Pop moved major pieces. First of all, he let what you call it go to make sure he was gonna get that pick. He just let old boy walk away. What's his name? Just gave him away to Atlanta. DeJounte Murray. So
they got a lot of picks for DeJounte though.
It.
No, I'm saying all
they
the
got
pieces
3 unprotected for him.
I'm saying, but all the pieces he had, Mars, that would have helped if Wemby would have came in and helped got better. He basically gutted that team. and put him with
But
those.
DeJounte
Why would I
wasn't
want
there.
DeJounte as opposed to 3 and protect?
DeJounte wasn't there last year, though.
I'm not saying that. I said
So that's irrelevant to their records.
He disintegrated a lot of that team, bro.
But
And
would they have the first pick without DeJounte not being on the roster though? Like, what if they would have won too many games? Possibly.
No. What I'm saying, yes, they were that bad. DeJounte Murray wasn't doing shit when he was over there.
But I'm saying, well, why would you even want to keep him on? If Atlanta, for instance, like if you have something that you deem to be worth a third of what somebody's willing to pay it, and they're going to triple your price, here, like take him. Like they got a veteran back.
I think DeJounte Murray is a damn good player. I think he plays defense, and I think he's a good creator on off. As a matter of fact, I think the Spurs would be better if they had him over there with Wemby.
$19 million a year. He's going to get
They traded DeJounte after the 21-22 season. They then won 22 games without him. The next year, they won 22 games. They then get the number 1 pick, take Wemby, and win 22 games again.
Who else did they get rid of from last year?
What was the question?
No one substantial was gone from the team from last year to this year. No one substantial.
They got Jeremy Sohan the year before. Devin Vassell.
Jeremy Sohan was their draft pick. They got no one substantial is gone. No one. And you want to apply all this context? What about the Indiana Fever context? You know context about the Indiana Fever?
So Wemby missed 11 games, Mars. And most of those games he was on a minutes restriction for the second half of the season.
Okay, so yeah, you can apply all of this context, but when it's Caitlyn Clark, you don't know the context about the Indiana Fever. So you're just going to say, okay, you don't know. What do you know about the Indiana Fever from last year? You was watching them? You was watching them win 13 games last year?
Bro, hold on. Time out.
You are watching no dribble of Indiana Fever basketball. Let's not lie. You don't know why they were bad. You don't have a clue. Because the only reason you're watching the WNBA is because of Caitlyn Clark.
I'm about to tell you about the Indiana Fever right now. First of all, a lot of people don't like their coach because they think their coach is very arrogant. That's first and foremost.
What do you know? Not what people think about them.
I'm telling you what I know about them.
No, you're saying you know what other people think. I'm saying, what do you know about the team?
I'm telling you
know about the team? What do you think about the coach?
They trash.
What's her name? Or his
name? Why they trash? Why they trash? Ticket.
What's the coach's name? What's the Indiana Fever? Exactly. We don't know nothing about the team, so don't go ahead and say, "Oh, if the Fever win less games,
I know
you don't know nothing about the team. You don't know a thing about the team. You don't know one thing. You don't know their defensive schemes. The only player on the team you know is a little Boston. Don't talk about the team that you don't know about.
No, I'm talking to Chill. Mars is talking to you. Talk to Mars.
You don't watch the Pistons. Don't talk about teams you don't know about. You're one of those people. You only watch the Lakers. You only watch the Bucks. You only watch the Warriors. You only watch the.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, I'm about to get to these super chats, yo. I'm about to get to these super chats.
Hold on, Ross. Stop saving Ticket. You could have easily just said Ticket that you just didn't. You didn't watch him last year.
Super chats,
I know I don't watch the
Did he just leave? Did he just leave?
No, Ticket, chill. Everybody, relax. I got to get to these super chats.
Why did you? But Ticket, you could have just said you didn't watch him last year. I didn't watch the Indiana Fever. I watched the Aces. I watched the Aces every game.
The final ball.
I watched one game of Indiana last year. I watched them play the New York Liberty.
Best teams, they was trash.
I watched them play one game.
But you don't know their coaches.
I've seen people trashing the coach. They think the coaches are. I ain't even gonna say the words they say, right? Yeah, I'm talking about a lot of people that watch the Indiana Fever.
He's saying they use the
so you know people in the CR that watch the Fever?
I got super chats, y'all.
No, listen.
Yeah, we're an hour 20 in, man.
He traveled to Indianapolis. Like, what do you think of the Indiana Fever coach? He's doing interviews on the street.
It ain't nothing hard. You in Atlanta, bro. I got you in Georgia, right? I got family that live in Waycross, Georgia, bro. I can pull up on you quick.
What does that got to do with this conversation? I don't know. What's that about?
I'm letting you know I'm like Visa, man. I'm everywhere.
What does that got to do with basketball and the Indiana Fever?
You talk about that, Ron.
Hold on.
I got a super chat from
Ticket. If you want to come see me, you're invited. I'll give you my address. We can go out. Like, I have no issue. I love going out. I went to salsa class the other day. Salsa and bachata class the other day. You want to go?
Yeah, you trying to dance with Ticket already, man?
I don't care, bro. Look, I like dancing. I like doing stuff. I'll be out.
All diddy, man.
Hey, Swiper. I'll be in Atlanta this summer. We kicking it for sure.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro.
You gonna meet him in Atlanta too, Bob? Damn, Bob, not you too.
That's where he lives. Chill, dude.
Ron, yeah, Dub, this is kind of crazy.
This is a bad look, man.
College Park, whatever.
Bad look for what?
All Diddy,
I already
man.
told Ticket I'm coming down.
Dub, you got to stop that. You have men
I
in
told
your
you,
life that you will fly to go see.
I've been to a Diddy
Stop it.
party in
Stop it.
Santa Rosa.
I already got Ticket.
I'm not dancing with them though.
I go, but you're not dancing.
I'm not having dancing classes.
Hold on.
I'm not gonna be like, yo, I'm trying to have salsa by chocolate classes with you. What are we doing?
Dub, you would not go to a dancing class with your people. You wouldn't.
I'm not telling my best friend named Patrick. Yo, Patrick. Yo, let's go out to salsa and bachata classes together.
No, you realize that it's mostly women. Wait, but Ox, it's mostly women in these classes.
They're women there.
Yeah, and they love feminine men.
What? Are you kidding me? That's how I know your bag is empty. That's how we know your bag is empty. It was nothing but single women in there that want to learn how to dance. They got nobody to go with. Chill.
My bag is loaded.
Chill.
I'ma take a girl.
No. Chill. Literally, this is what happened. It's me and like 700 dudes and like 15 women, and we have to rotate, dancing like bachata, doing the salsa, doing the step.
Why would I not want to go to that? Why would I not want to go to that?
Not only that.
Why would I not want to go to that?
There's also housewives there.
Because you can do that in the club. Like, what are we talking about?
Hell you get to talk to these people. Ron, you get to talk to these people.
Yo,
see, you don't know my bag, bro. You don't know what I'm loaded with.
We got super chats, all right. Enough of bags and salsa and all of this good stuff. But I hope you had a good time there, Swiper. I got a super chat from Jamal.
Let's say we're trying to dance. They're getting schemed on, man. That's crazy.
Gotta give Caitlyn time to adjust. She just came off a deep turning run. Now she's playing in the pros a month later. The coach will draw up more sets for her off ball. I might be with Ox. Brink might end up being rookie of the year.
She is a baller too.
No, she won't.
She's a baller.
Cameron Brink would not be rookie of the year, but
if it's
she
close,
will be
she
the
won't.
best. No matter what, she will be the best rookie, but she won't be the rookie of the year.
So a Wemby situation, like no matter what, he was gonna get it.
Mark,
like a Carmelo situation.
I will tell you one thing. I'm rocking with that girl.
Get the fuck out of here! Is that you?
Dog, why are you not going to that? Are you crazy, dog?
That was you.
You tripping?
That was you.
Crazy?
You tripping? No, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. But you tripping? Look at these classes.
Oh, okay.
Look at these classes. Come on, bro.
I'm not advocating. I'm not advocating against the class.
Yes.
Are you drunk? Look at. Are you drunk?
If Swiper called me on a
Not gonna lie, Swiper may be onto something.
That's what I'm saying. I'm getting fresh and we going. We're going.
They lose. They over here. They're like, oh, we just here. They not. No, he may be onto something. I'm not gonna lie.
Y'all super chats. Hey, Swiper.
Hold that, Ron.
Nah. We got a super chat from
She
Drink
bagged.
More Water.
She moved.
I got it. Drink More Water said, "Who's been worse during a playoff run? Jamal Murray this year or Eric Bledsoe in 19 and 20? I hope this makes you realize it's hard to win playoff games when your second or third best player is horrendous."
Eric Bledsoe.
That's not true. AI did. AI went to the finals. You want me cook? You want me keep cooking? I am.
Whoa.
We don't care about chill. Just let it go. We ignore defense. We ignore it. Help is only offense. Defense is irrelevant. But if you're Rudy Gobert, defense is what that matters, and you're a fraud. But everything else, defense don't matter.
I'm gonna listen to you. I'm gonna listen to Kevin Garnett.
Listen to who you want. I don't care. Like, listen to whoever you want.
So
me personally, I make my own opinions, but you can listen to whoever you want. That's
to the super chat. Eric Bledsoe, 100%. They basically made a conscious effort to just leave him open. So you exit Eric Bledsoe, enter Drew Holiday, guy knocking down shots, better defender. He pushes them over the top. That's simple. 100%. It was Eric Bledsoe.
Reggie Red said, "Taking ticket to Samba class is wild."
Man, listen, man. Some of them chicks he had in that photo right there, bro, in that video.
Yeah, he may be onto something. I'm gonna have to take everything I just said back.
For real.
Ticket, you trying to go?
Hey, man, listen.
Look what you can face. A minute ago it was no. Now we can maybe have a conversation about it.
I get in that class.
Who did you
tell the
think
lady
was
about
in
the
these
next thing that
classes,
pop shot?
It's just like my whole thing is
just
just inviting somebody to go out to dance. That was just like it just caught me off guard. I'm not gonna lie.
Y'all got to be comfortable in y'all skin. I don't know what to tell
You
you.
have to be, dog. Come on, brother.
I am.
Show Out Will said, "That's not the point. They said she was going to be better than Maya Moore.
That's
Y'all
facts.
making excuses.
That's
Reese
facts.
balled out after the Met Gala. Indiana, the first team to get charter flights. They got time.
Right. Well,
you guys have a problem of holding people to. You guys have a problem of holding people to a standard that you ain't set. That's the problem.
I'm saying the whole league got charter flights, and they don't got charter flights because of Caitlyn Clark. Okay, this is not because of Caitlyn Clark. They
were moving in that direction anyway because they had the problem last season.
You guys just have a
think that
you don't think she's gonna be better than mine. Why
they did that to protect her though, chill now. They ain't want her on the road on the long trips.
Well, no, it's not that. It's not that ticket. Last year, I think what's her name? The big girl that plays for Phoenix.
Brianna,
she's locked up in Russia.
Oh, Brittany Griner.
Yeah, she got into a situation with somebody in the airport. Somebody was bothering her, and they've had situations like this in the past with these WNBA teams. So they wanted to move. They wanted to move away from that anyway. They couldn't do it initially because of how expensive it is. So they basically it's a trial run right now. That's what they do.
Well, they were already in talks about this because some franchises could do it and others weren't. So they were like, "Well, let everybody." And so they were already moving this way before Caitlyn Clark, because the main reason is because a lot of these women are just too accessible. You know what I'm saying? So they're trying to give them some of the exclusivity. Like I'm in Seattle. I walk straight up to Sabrina Ionescu at the hotel. Just sitting there, and she cool. She was talking, but I'm like, I thought about that. Like,
she just sitting at the bar though.
But still, it's not. But it's still.
I know what I'm talking about.
But Dee Richards right there. I walk up straight. Ron was with me on that one. We walked straight up to Dee Richards. Like nobody's there. Nobody's there to make sure that
these running right up on
What did Bob say?
Hold on. What I'm saying?
Ticket. What did I say?
What I'm saying is like I thought about that, and I'm like, I couldn't have done that to Peyton Pritchard. If Peyton Pritchard was sitting right there,
imagine just running up on Jason Tatum.
Just to walk straight. You know what I'm saying? Well, I said Peyton Pritchard because he's not like a star, but still the fact that he's on the team, it's like you can't just walk straight up to them like that.
Hey, I tell you one thing, Bob,
and that I don't think that's
right up to Kaiser. I'll walk right up to her.
All right, so we got members.
Bro, you 49 years old.
Shout out my man MC Robinson. He became a member today. Barry Johnson as well. Shout out to Barry Johnson. He also sent through a super chat, y'all. We'll get to that in a second. But WWNKZ
salute to y'all.
Became a member. David Mackey. David Mackey became a member too. Sam Shelton also became a member. Who else we got? We got a few members today. JPP, he also became a member too. Shout out to everybody that became members today. Tyler Woods, welcome to the party. Welcome to a show. Hope y'all enjoying the episode. Shout out to all 2,500 people that's in here. Hit that like button immediately. Don't waste no time. Super chat from Alan L. My good friend Alan L. He said another day, another L Ox and L Dub, Mavs in 6.
Interesting. Mavs in 6. Okay, Mavs in 6.
If I went to high school with Alan L., I'm talking about every single day. I'm shoving him in the locker. I'm shoving him smooth, and I'm not talking about the lockers in the hall. I'm talking about the lockers in the locker room, like by the football players. And you just smelling stinking ass jock straps and stinking ass shoulder pads and gym socks all day. You never go in the second or third period. I'm shoving your ass in that locker.
David Mujinaya said, "Chill. If you were a GM, how many 6-packs and buckets of extra crispy would it take to trade LeBron?"
Today, I'm not trading James for a 6-pack and a bucket of extra crispy today. No way.
Sure. So if you got unlimited 6-packs in basically a buffet of extra crispy chicken, the spicy one too, the Popeyes joint.
Right.
Chill. That's kind of good. Chill.
That's not moving the needle.
It depends on who's interested in the 6-pack and a bucket of extra crispy for James. The Lakers you could not just iced tea or grape soda. What difference do it make? None of these teams is interested. The Lakers ain't interested in a bucket of extra crispy and a 6-pack for James. Hell no. Well, I don't care if I had unlimited amount. No.
But chill. It seems like they are, because they're getting ready to hire JJ Reddick. And if they hire JJ Reddick, I mean,
that's such a bad. Hey,
chill. We didn't even talk about that. That the Lakers are leaning. They're saying he's the favorite to get the job. JJ Reddick.
That's such a bad look.
He might be a good coach, y'all. You got to start somewhere.
So you telling me
he shouldn't start?
There's no guys on any benches in the NBA There's no guys on any benches in the NBA more qualified for this job than JJ Reddick. There's nobody in college that's more qualified for this job than JJ Reddick.
Mark Jackson.
Not even just that. Not even just that, though,
Let me answer the question.
Okay, my bad.
I don't know. First, let me say that. First, I don't know. Second of all, we're not in these interviews, and we don't know all of JJ Reddick's philosophies. We don't know his game plans, his schemes. We don't know what JJ got. Hold on, Ticket. We can sing, Ticket. We can sing together, brother. We can't talk together. What I'm saying is, JJ might have came into the boardroom with a fire presentation. Like, look, I saw this. He could have came with games already pulled up. Took him to film school and be like, look, I would have did this. I would have did that. He might be coming with a PowerPoint showing everything he got. JJ might got a bag up here. Just because he ain't did it yet don't mean he can't do it. First of all, I want to say that. Second of all, I probably wouldn't hire JJ Reddick first, but we don't know what's going on.
Which goes against everything that you just said.
I'm just saying. We don't know what happened in the boardrooms in these interviews. Give him a chance.
It's just like Chitchat knows with boxing. Everybody got a plan until you get hit. So everybody got a game plan until you get hit. So he can go in there.
And do we know that Sam Cassell wanted the job?
But I'm saying, hold on. But what I'm saying to you is this: he's had extensive coaching experience, and every team he's been on has been 50+ win teams, have made deep playoff runs. So Sam Cassell has had a lot of assistant coaching experience.
Do you know he wants the job?
Hold on, but here's what I'm saying though.
That's the most important thing, Ticket. Does he want the job?
Yes, but I'm saying this. This is what I'm saying to you. You have a lot of other coaches as well that have great coaching. You can't listen. When you talk about situations like with KD and them, with LeBron and them, with these top teams, you can't fire coaches and then bring in rookie coaches talking about you want to win a championship, bro. It's not going to work like that. JJ Reddick has never coached on any level of basketball. So now that he's done a show with LeBron James, it's just like, what's the name said on TV? Udonis Haslem. When he goes into the locker room, it's going to be all hell's going to break loose. Because once he criticized one player, that player's going to sit over there and say, oh, did LeBron tell me that? So now
that's crazy. That's just crazy. That's
what people could do that.
Reddick is an intelligent dude.
How crazy is he?
Intelligent dude. He played 13, 14 years in the NBA. JJ Reddick deserves respect on that bench if he gets the job. Especially. That's all I'm saying. Like this is just more narrative reasons why coaches can't have jobs. I'm not saying JJ Reddick is at the top of the list. I'm not saying he's the most qualified, but he might be what they're looking for. Just because somebody's done something longer doesn't mean they do it better. Second of all, does Sam Cassell want the job? I'm asking you that. Do we even know if he even applied? Do we know if he even called Rob Pelinka or if he picked up
Doc Rivers already trying to get Sam Cassell back on his staff. So
you know what I'm saying? We don't know what all these dudes want. And Mark, could you stop saying Mark Jackson's name, please? That brother would never coach in the NBA again. Never again.
That's too bad.
That's be that as it may, it's a travesty. Just because I'm saying it doesn't mean I agree with it. But let's please.
It is true though. It is
true. Let's let it go. Mark Jackson is done.
No, I'm saying
he better have fun over there with Cameron and Mace. And I love Mark Jackson.
Bob, not even him. But it's all kind of coaches that are assistant coaches in the league that have been assistant coaches for years. There's guys like Phil Handy who's been assistant coaches for years. That should get at least head assistant jobs or head jobs.
But isn't he mostly primarily a trainer though?
Just because he's a trainer.
No.
Good trainers aren't always good coaches, and good coaches aren't always good skill development guys.
No.
Phil Handy might be the best skill development guy around, or one of the top guys, but that doesn't mean he knows all the X's and O's of the game. That doesn't mean he knows what to do in certain situations. Phil Handy might be more comfortable being the first, second, third assistant, or just the player development guy. We can't just assume that everybody on the bench, everybody on every staff is capable of doing everything. A head coach's job is more than just calling plays. He got to run the whole program.
That's true, Bob. That's true. And I want
people that just don't want that job. I'm almost done.
Go ahead. You got it.
Especially for the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Phil, like a lot of these dudes, Sam Cassell, he could ruin his career going over there to try to coach LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
So Bob, stay right there, right? Because that's something I want to say. We're talking about, all right, is this right or wrong, or other people? If I'm JJ Reddick, I'm looking at this. Do I even want this job? Because if I'm seriously looking at it, I haven't really managed this many egos before in my life. I've never had to manage that in my life, number one. Number two, to get in Chilltown's point, we can have a game plan all we want, but things just happen on the fly that I need to adjust. And I haven't been in that many scenarios, especially in NBA games, to understand when to do that.
As a coach,
there's so many. As a coach, when to call timeout.
Who
there's so
coaches since 2010: Mike Brown, Byron Scott, Luke Walton, Frank Vogel, Darvin Ham.
I think we're missing one, but yeah, I think it's around that.
Yeah, the Lakers coaches.
Yeah, but that's so what? This is gonna be the 6th since 2010.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah,
Crazy,
that is so. You keep going in and out with coaches, and it's like you're in a high market where there's gonna be a tons of criticism if you're not gonna sit here and be successful. If I'm JJ Reddick, I'm looking at this, bro. I don't even want this job. I think he should sit here and be maybe a small market team or a team that's just not the Lakers, not LeBron James, so he can sit here and just learn to get more familiar with, right? And then we're not even talking about if this doesn't work with LeBron, how's that going to affect his podcast with LeBron? Man. Is LeBron going to even want a podcast with him anymore if JJ gets fired from there or LeBron leaves the crew?
Which he will, by the way, Dub. Which is going to happen.
Exactly.
He's going to get canned.
So then now your podcast is at jeopardy too that you have with LeBron James. It's so many things right now where if I'm JJ, to me,
I'd rather him coach Charlotte with a bunch of young guns. He can get Brandon.
Might as well. If you believe in your coaching ability and you want to be a coach, I wouldn't look at it like, oh, this could be messed up. Like, especially if you fresh. For me, Sam Cassell, I think it's a shaky move. And once again, I don't know if he wants a job. But if you're a guy like, I believe JJ believes in his basketball mind, I think he thinks he's a hell of a coach, and we don't have any reason to say otherwise yet.
Everyone thinks they're a great basketball mind.
Exactly, Dub, and that's my point. That's my point right there. It's like, yo, JJ probably not running from this. He if I can come and do a good job, it proves that I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm talking about. I'm not just on here with LeBron talking shit on the podcast. I'm actually a good coach. That's what that could be. JJ looks like he sounds and talks. I don't know him, but he sounds and talks like a confident dude. You know what I mean? So he doesn't seem like the type of guy to duck a situation like this. Y'all got to remember too. He came up under Coach K at Duke. You know what I'm saying?
I don't give a damn. He came up under Coach.
Yeah, but that's the thing about
he's
in his own head.
Talking to you, brother. You don't got to give a damn. You know what I'm saying? JJ Reddick came up under Coach K. He got somebody that could call for mentorship. He's already intelligent dude. If you ask me, JJ got everything in the toolbox. You know what I'm saying? He played for a long time.
But experience. He don't have experience.
Well, that's the thing, Dub. You being a young man, I'm sure you've been out there in the working world looking to applying for jobs and whatnot. And don't you hate that?
For me to get used to it.
Well, yeah, but I'm not saying that.
Ron,
but
I'm not dating
how you gonna ask me for 15 years of experience? I'm 23 years old. You know what I mean? No. Like he got to get his experience somewhere.
Yeah, but the thing is, there's some jobs where I need to be in that,
sure.
and
I think so.
I'm around and listening to guys that has been there longer than me. So I go, yo, what should I do here? When should I do this? Is this a good time to do that now? I have that mentorship that I lean on to the guys that's been there for a very long time. And JJ, he's going to be, my bad, Swiper, I'm almost done. He's going to be at the spearhead of the whole entire thing. And maybe he does have some people, but it's different from people giving you advice from outside and not inside. So it's a bad scenario for me. Go ahead,
somebody going to beat his ass, too. I love it. I hope he does go coach. Because as soon as he say something, Swiper to one of them players, bap, they're going to punch him right in his face. I'm going to laugh my ass off because JJ Reddick is smart.
Why would they do that?
He got a punchable face. That's why.
We're not spreading violence, man. Come on.
Swiper, what's good?
I didn't want to interrupt anyone on their soliloquy, but I think that my whole thing with this Lakers thing, and actually it's 7 coaches because it's Mike D'Antoni. This will be their 7th coach since 2010. So I think some of this is
who's the coach that we missed? I thought
D'Antoni, Mike D'Antoni.
Yep.
So, but if you think about this. If you think about all this, I think the thing with the Lakers, though, and I think the reason why it's such a toxic situation, they have such unrealistic expectations because they have LeBron and AD. They should be contending for championships when the roster's not good enough. LeBron is aging. Right now, they're looking at Bronny James. I don't think they would actually take him in the first round. Hopefully, they do not.
That's why they get rid of that 17 pick.
Right. That's so why. I think it's the roster. I think it's the expectations. I think it's the culture. Jeannie Butch. She doesn't.
Don't talk about my girl like that, man.
No disrespect.
Come on,
Jeannie Buss. I think the issue is she doesn't just control that franchise. She gives some control to the former Knick. Him and everybody knows that him and his wife are both the Rambises, are both very involved with everything that happens with the Lakers. And the problem is that if from Jeannie to the Rambises to Pelinka, I don't think they have a real expectation of like, if we hire JJ Reddick, can we have a mindset of we're going to see him through these last 2 years of LeBron. We're going to get what we can out of an older AD, 31, 32, 33-year-old AD. And then we're going to also give him young assets to develop and build an actual culture, a winning culture. Because he's going to need 4 or 5 years. Because the thing is, if they go into this situation saying, JJ, lead us to a ring, he's getting cooked. Because they're not going to win a ring, and it ain't going to be JJ's fault.
Well,
that's my issue with it.
That's to my point, though. You guys saying that you think he would be better for the Hornets. What coach do you know is going to go? I don't care who it is. Nobody's going to go coach the Hornets and stick around that long either.
That's not true, Ron. That's not true, Ron.
Nobody has a tenure. Nobody has a tenure with the team at the bottom of the league unless you're able to just turn it around. And the thing about the Hornets is they need something miraculous. They either need
a 3-year period, all-star player to come.
They need an all-star player, or they got to hit on 2 of their next 3 draft picks.
Brandon Miller, Mark Williams, LaMelo Ball. They have 3 players.
Stick with me though, right quick. Even then, it's teams that will make the playoffs, and your expectations will be high, and something to happen, and you'll still get fired. So my thing is, you're as a head coach, your tenure is probably going to be 4 or 5 years, nonetheless.
Not with the Lakers.
If you, this is my point though, Chill. If you got a shot at the crown, go and take that. If you got an opportunity to go be a head coach in the National Basketball Association, go take that. I don't care if it's the Knicks. I don't care if it's the Lakers. I don't care if it's the Celtics. Take it.
I just can't get with that logic, Ron. And the reason why I can't get with that logic.
So Chill, the Lakers come and offer you a job, you're going to say no?
No. One, I'm not qualified to coach the Los Angeles Lakers. That's number one. Number two, there's somebody more qualified to do this, and I'm taking their job. That's what's happening.
If they're more qualified, then why?
Let me reject millions of dollars.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
So Chill, you're gonna be like, nah, you should probably go hire that guy.
No, I don't want this job. I'm not qualified to do this.
But Chill, they're offering you.
I got LeBron James. I don't really got a coach. I'm taking that job. Go ahead, Bron.
Clearly, they think you're qualified. They're
so then
offering
you get all
you
the
the
blame
gig.
when he doesn't do well.
I don't care about the blame.
It's not just that simple, Ron. They're just offering me the job. Just like it's not that simple that they're offering JJ Reddick the job. There's an agenda here, and it has nothing to do with his ability to coach. Why? Because he has no history of coaching. So there's clearly an agenda here with hiring JJ Reddick. If it wasn't,
I'm old enough to remember. We were talking about the Blazers, and we had I can't remember who it was, but there was people up here having a problem with these first-time head coaches being put into bad situations. Why is it these first-time head coaches only get picked for the bad teams, and then they don't win, and then they get blamed? The 2 times that a first-time head coach has been given a job for a good team, JJ Reddick's hypothetical with the Lakers, and Adrian Griffin with the Bucks, what happened? Criticism. So what do we? Our first-time head coaches never meant to get a job. If they go to a team that's too good, criticism. If they go to a team that's bad, it's unfair. So who are they meant to coach? Who are they meant to coach?
Mars, you know that's what people do. They're always going to find something.
Yes, what are they meant to do? So you can't go to a bad team because that's unfair. But you go to a good team,
bro. He didn't have any experience as an assistant coach. JJ Reddick doesn't have any experience coaching on no level ever.
Yeah, but how do you get experience without getting experience?
No, I'm saying no. Listen, no. Here's the only difference, Mars, is that LeBron and them are complaining that they don't have a coach with experience that knows how to handle situations in those trying times in the playoffs and stuff like that. So they're complaining about that. If you're complaining about that, why not go get a qualified coach who has the experience and who has proven the experience to deal with these type of situations? Why keep going and get rookie flunky coaches, wasting draft picks on Bronny when all you do is talk about your roster ain't good enough? But you waste some draft picks on a dude that ain't even supposed to be a draft pick.
Are they really going to draft Bronny?
The draft is a month away.
Yeah.
We don't know who they're picking.
They're not drafting Bronny.
We don't. The draft is a month away. We'll talk about. We're definitely going to talk about who the Lakers draft at 17 because no matter what, we talk about the Lakers. So 55. If they draft Bronny, they draft Bronny.
Might be Bronny.
We'll cross that bridge when the time comes. But as of now, I agree. I think if I was the Lakers, I would go lean with a coach with experience. Personally, but for JJ Reddick, as someone he's already interviewed for Charlotte, like that's been reported. If the Lakers offer him the job, he's entitled to say yes Like, it's not his fault that the Lakers choose him as a coach.
If
he wants to coach the Lakers, then he wants to coach the Lakers.
So Mars, let me ask you this question then, since you want to be a jackass before I leave. So did old boy get a fair shake in Houston before before Ime Udoka?
Silas?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Do I think it was fair?
No. I'm asking you. Did Steven Silas?
Let me answer the question then. Jesus. Do I think it was fair? No, because Steven Silas came in expecting to coach a James Harden Rockets team that was trying to compete. And then James Harden messed everything up by requesting a trade. And then Steven Silas now had to coach a young team. And he didn't sign up for that. And he did a horrific job at it. But I don't think it was fair. And now he's in Detroit as an assistant coach. And I still think he's bad. I don't think he's a good coach. But do I think it was fair? No. But I can also understand if JJ Reddick wants the job and the Lakers are willing to offer him the job, he's entitled to say yes to the job. It's not up to us. If Rob Pelinka says, "Oh, we want JJ Reddick," they're gonna get JJ Reddick.
That boy better say yes to that job.
Well, he's entitled to make a decision, but we could give our own input on it. JJ Reddick and Ron, you said Ron said something. Ron said something I want to highlight where he asked Chill, if they give you the job, you're gonna take it. The thing is with a lot of people, I look at it like this. JJ has more to lose than the average person getting this job. He has a podcast with LeBron. He's a media personality. He has credibility right now. If he gets that job and the John blows up in his face, that hurts his value. That hurts his credibility and how people would view and think about him. And that will affect his viewership.
Mark Jackson, by the way, Dub, is he ever getting another head coaching job again, Dub?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
You don't think JJ Reddick has weighed those risks? You don't think JJ Reddick has weighed
No, and what I'm saying, JJ, if he says yes, he says yes. It is what it is. He's thinking about that. Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not in the room with him to sit here and know if he's really thinking about that or not. But I'm talking about in the perspective of me. If I'm JJ Reddick, I'm thinking about all of these things. And this is a risk where maybe there's a high reward, but that failure as well is going to be a very big failure to him.
Between the Charlotte Hornets, that's the point I'm trying to make.
Because it's not as much attention.
Going to have way more time with the Charlotte Hornets. And the expectation.
I don't know about way more time, but there's no.
Well, if they win and it works out, he looks like a basketball guy.
There is no high reward in coaching LeBron James, because if you win, it's because of him and because he put you on. If you lose, it's because you stink as a coach. So if they start,
okay, I see your point in that.
I'm gonna say this to you, Dub. If he goes over there, like Chilltown said, and they start off the season bad, like 3-10 or 3-11, he's toast. Because now they're gonna bring up everything we're talking about now. No experience whatsoever as a head coach. They're gonna microanalyze every single thing he does. And like you said, Dub, he's got a podcast show. He's on national TV. Got all these things. He's gonna lose all of that credibility that he has now built up in cachet if he goes and do that and get exposed doing it. So what he needs to do is, I don't know if Swiper said this or not, I would try to go to a small market team where I have time to actually build my identity with the team, and I actually have cachet, and people don't think that LeBron James is pulling my strings. The Lakers' job is the worst job he can take because you're doing a podcast with LeBron. Yeah. So now, anytime you criticize somebody on the team and they feel away, because you ain't dealing with kids, you're dealing with professional men now. They're going to take it a different way. And they remember JJ Reddick don't play no damn defense. They remember Doc Rivers had to bench your sorry ass in the playoffs because you couldn't D up because you were a liability. So when you start yelling at people, because trust me, JJ Reddick is a pure jackass. And I can tell you that.
Well, I think he's going to be really good with the players. I think the players will love him.
With key players, hold on. He'll favoritism LeBron and AD. But those other guys, look how he talked about D'Lo during the playoffs. Look how he talked about those other guys on his podcast show. You let JJ Reddick go in that locker room, start talking that crazy talk to those guys. They're gonna light his ass up.
No.
Interesting.
All right, y'all. That was a good segment for Lakers coaching job.
Later, Ticket.
All right, Ticket. We'll holler at you later. That was a cool segment.
Say bye.
Andrew G sent through a super chat and he said Grilltown Ops been getting cooked since January.
That's the same Andrew G that came on my show and got roasted and said that he was sick after I bust his ass.
Damn, Andrew G.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to Andrew G. He's been a member for 8 months. Y'all should get more like Andrew G. Also, get like the other 500 people that have liked the video and you hit that like button too. We on playback today, Chill. We watching the Knicks and the Pacers. I'm gonna get through a couple super chats and we gonna talk about that game.
Is that going 7?
Yes, 100% it is.
So there's gonna be 3 game 7s.
Yes.
You think
at least 2?
I think OKC win, Dub.
Of course they do.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Fellas, we about to get to that in a second. Just hold your horses.
Right.
We about to get to that. I got a couple of these super chats that I got to get to. LaFlame said the Nuggets get 3 days off. Is that enough for Jamal Murray to recover? The injuries are clearly affecting him. Dub Tatum, Dub chill.
2 days off.
We already went over this, Swiper. I think Game 7 should have been tomorrow night. I do. I think Game 7 should have been.
Good thing you ain't in control, because I got a gala to go to. So for historical black colleges, I got to be there. And I would have been. I would have been on my dinner plate right here. I would have been under the phone looking like this. That's literally what I've been doing.
I'm sorry, man. What did you say? Yes, I'm listening to you. Why you got your
with a jacket with basically a tux on, and I would have been sitting here looking under my jacket, just looking like this. Jokic got what? Damn.
Hey, that'd be the worst.
To answer the super chat, I don't think that's enough time for him to get healthy. I
feel like we are where we are with these guys. I mean, Game 7s. I mean, how many more adjustments can you make? I mean, I watched Jason Kidd make a minor adjustment in Game 7 when they played against Phoenix, where he started pushing Chris Paul to the left a little bit, and he trapped Devin Booker in the short corner a little more and double teamed him. We all know that Devin Booker is horrible in the double team, especially at that time. But other than that, the majority of the stuff we've probably seen everything that we're going to see. So
you got
that's not the question.
You got Ant over Murray and Jokic in that series in the Game 7.
Yes, I do.
The question was how does Jamal Murray look though? And remember the last time, if I'm not mistaken, the last time they got 3 days rest, and that was after Game 2, after they just got
3 days.
He could.
2 days. 2 days.
It's only
Yeah,
2
I mean,
days.
2 days is a good amount of
No,
time.
it's 2 days now. It's 2 days now.
2 days.
Oh.
Now they only have 2. It's before it was 3.
Yeah, that's enough.
But it's still a good amount. But it's still a good amount of rest.
It's better than what they've had. It's better than what they've had.
But I've said this to you guys in the past that Minnesota, their staple. How have they gotten this far in this series? Because of their defense. Because of their defense. That's who they are.
The Nuggets missing shots still.
And because of their defense, that's who they are. And one thing that I found out in the playoffs, as long as I've been watching basketball, defense travels. Offense doesn't always travel, but defense travels. And
so you think the Nuggets will be able to settle into their top 5 half-court defense at home?
do I think the Nuggets will be able to settle into their top? No, I don't.
Really?
If Jaden McDaniel play at least give me 2.
Yeah, if you get 8 or 10, if you get a Grant Williams performance,
I'm putting the house on. I'm putting the house on him.
I can guarantee there's going to be a run.
If Jaden's shooting like that,
it's going to be either KCP. It's going to be either Justin Holiday. It's going to be either Jaden McDaniels and Nikhil Alexander-Walker. It's going to be one of those 4 players.
Watson coming off.
You're not prepared for the Nas Reed 6 threes.
I feel like he's a key. He's a cog.
But those 6 threes they're gonna hurt. It's gonna be.
I don't know if he's gonna get open for 6 threes. Respect. That's what they did.
He gonna make 6.
Almighty Scambo said the Lakers are an incompetent franchise, not an ideal scenario for a rookie coach. And where was all this quote unquote experience rhetoric when Rondo was being spoken about as a replacement?
You know who else is an incompetent franchise? You know who is teetering on being an incompetent franchise? The Cavs. They talking about firing JB Bickerstaff. They talking about that, and
they're losing all their players.
Right, and they're gonna lose all of the guys that they have. So,
damn, Scambo.
That was crazy. I think D. Mitch, he hugged all the Cavs players. I think he's ready to go. Darius Garland basically said, if you keep D. Mitch, I'm out. It's and D. Mitch said he didn't. I think he has hinted on the fact that if D. Mitch stays to the Cavs organization, he's out of here.
It's already
how was he hinted? In what ways?
No, it's already been
reported. I just read a freaking report, bro. Damn,
it's already been reported. If Donovan Mitchell signs an extension, Rich Paul is going to ask for Rich Paul is going to ask for
Athletic. Got you. Thank you. That's all I wanted to know.
Rich Paul is going to ask for a trade.
Another thing too, could Donovan Mitchell be hugging his teammates as well to say good season?
He could be doing that too.
He could.
I mean, he could be. Yes,
he could. He could be.
Because if I'm tired, look, one thing I know, if it's the 6 of us in here and I'm tired of y'all, and I'm like, this ain't where I want to be, I'm leaving.
Have you actually ever been tired?
It was great.
Have you actually ever been tired of me, Ox? Has that actually ever happened?
I didn't even hear what you said, bro, because I was talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just gonna walk out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna walk around the room hugging everybody for everybody to take pictures of. Now, if we just got done doing something that I feel was, we did a good job. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like, all right, y'all, we did that. Let's go.
I hear you.
Know what I mean?
I hear you with that.
But I ain't hear what you said. So have I ever did what?
I was gonna say, have you actually ever been tired of me though? Or you just talking?
Have I ever been? Nah, hell no. It's only one person up here that I've ever been tired of.
Just because you get them, just
up here.
Just because we best friends,
Yeah,
like you don't think you get on my nerves sometimes?
Chill. Literally, me and you have never had a real argument before. Yeah, because when you be
I
going off, when you start,
right now
when you
ring Ron's neck like
yeah, right. When you start going off,
don't worry about
going off, chill. When you start going off, and they never in my direction. It'd be at Ticket. It'd be at Mars. You ain't do it for Mars. You do it for Oxentine. You'll do it for Ron. Every other so, but I know Ox want to choke out Ron because Ron be flip flopping,
and that's his man, by the way.
Right.
Well, that's what happens though. They're like brothers. They argue all the time, man.
What are you talking about?
Wait. What's the song? What's the song wrong? We're brothers. We're happy and we're singing it.
I'm sure that I've heard conversations between Ron and Ox where if Ron was standing in front of Ox would straight put him in the sleeper hole. I'm certain of that. I am 100% confident that they've had conversations where Ox, if Ron was standing in front of you right now, you choke the life out of him. I'm sure of it.
I'm about to see him on Sunday. I might just do it just for some give back, chill.
You should have seen the comments when they was driving together, man.
The Nuggets got aggressively touched last night. No,
whoa. Come on, man.
Yes.
They did though. All night long.
MW said, why didn't Mike Malone have Gordon bring the ball up? And why didn't they throw a double and throw a double? Or why didn't they throw a double ant on the catch? Why didn't they go double ants on the catch?
Trash.
Makes
their
me
doubles
mad.
were
Cat makes me mad.
horrible yesterday. Yeah, their doubles were horrible yesterday.
Is that
I just think it was I think it was a great game for Minnesota. It's like everything went right for Minnesota and everything went wrong for the Nuggets. Like it was just the Wolves were just on a different state, bro. Like they were so
what they were just talking about. That was so that Rudy could be up on AG, right? When he's bringing the ball up. That's what we were talking about the other day, right there.
It's because when AG was bringing the ball up, they were insistent on their ball pressure. So like they'd have someone pressure AG, and then they'd end up with cross matches because they were trying to get back to people.
Wait,
this time it didn't work. They just didn't pressure AG, and then they would just go under the ball screens. So
that's the reason he stopped doing it, then, right?
Yeah,
it wasn't working. Okay, cool.
What's the score going to look like? Are we talking like a 97 high point score, or like is it going to 80? Like 80 is going to be the top.
Nah, I think you're right. 97 to like 105 or something like that.
No, I don't even
know. Like a game 7 Nuggets Jazz. Is that what you said? Talking
about 80 to 78? Yeah.
Nah.
All I know, the Wolves are going to have more points. That's all I know. I don't know how many it's going to be. The Wolves are going to have more points. OKC versus the Wolves in conference.
It's going to be fun, man.
Say less said Swipe is so biased. They lost by 50. That's just not only missing shots.
I literally said they got worked.
There's more.
Broke down what happened in the first half.
Yeah, there's more to it, but you go 4 for 19 on wide open threes in the first 3 quarters. You're probably not going to score a lot of points.
Jamal was bricking so much. I can't say nothing about that. That shit was wild.
Bro, Swiper talks about the Nuggets like the 6th grade coach. That's like at a banquet, just you guys played really hard, this and that. Like Swiper, just say what it is, bro. It's always, they weren't locked in. How the hell you not locked in when it's the second series of the play?
Did I say locked in? I didn't even use the phrase locked in. I just said
maybe
they got
not today.
blasted.
Maybe not today, but I've been hearing this from you since the playoffs.
You've been hearing this from me
every time
versus the Lakers. Yeah, versus the Lakers.
Every time y'all lost a game in the playoffs,
that's like me and you arguing. If I lose, I'm not locked in. Ain't because you beat me. If I lose to you, it's because I'm not locked in. Ain't because you beat me. That's me. That's the Lakers and Nuggets. That's Lakers Nuggets series.
I know, and that's one of them things. Like that's something. Like you really a football player. You a weightlifting type of dude because you got to lie to yourself to keep getting
my
motivated.
Footwork is crazy.
I don't care if you locked in or not. If I beat your ass, I beat your ass. That's just all it is. Like
my footwork is crazy. I'm not gonna hold you.
What'd you say?
It's crazy. My footwork is crazy. So no, it ain't just muscles.
I highly doubt it. You
doubt it. You have cankles. Who are you to talk? Who are you to talk?
You gotta lie to yourself to like motivate, and that's a good thing to be able to do. I feel you, but some you should just be a dog because you a dog, Swiper. Don't gotta lie to yourself to make the dog.
A dog.
You know what I'm Yeah, just be one, man. Like you
So
got
Quay White said, "Thought Jokic was being carried by Jamal. Why is Jamal not being cooked for looking like a nigga that don't belong in the NBA?"
I ain't going that far. Let's chill
why
out.
Why do we have to cook anyway?
Yeah, let's not do
I
that.
think that's because of what Ticket said about Jamal carrying Joker.
Yeah, but since when does Ticket make sense?
Say Less said, "Just my opinion. If that was any other MVP losing by 50 and potentially getting eliminated, y'all would be killing them."
That's not true. That's not true.
If the
'Cause
player
Embiid-
plays well, if the player
Which
plays well,
MVP in the last several years would have been in that opportunity? Like Harden, Steph, LeBron.
Harden's got cooked.
LeBron got cooked for I believe LeBron got absolutely flamed for averaging 16 in that series when he was the MVP to the Mavs. So
oh well, he wasn't the MVP that year. But MVP. So
10, 11.
Giannis got cooked for the Miami Heat thing, not by me because I knew he was hurt, but he got cooked.
You talking about last year or in 18, 19?
The bubble.
Yeah, when they lost 4-1.
Yeah, even though Giannis was hurt, and then 19 he got cooked too.
But Jokic isn't like there's some games he's playing bad, but then there's a lot of games where he's playing phenomenal. Like a lot of these guys are playing bad on top of that. So it's like, and plus this isn't even like an elimination game.
They're gonna lose though because of it.
So if Jokic, let's say if Jokic plays bad in Game 7, then he'll get cooked. I wholeheartedly believe that he will get cooked for that. And if he doesn't, that's kind of weird energy. Yeah, I don't keep the same consistency with some people. Not y'all, but I'm talking about like masses and everything. That would just be weird. If he doesn't play well in the Game 7 and y'all just overlook that, that would be kind of weird.
Are we looking for somebody specific in this era to be the guy? Because I mean, if the Denver Nuggets get bounced, we're looking at now the 5th different champion within the last 5 years. So are we looking for a specific guy to carry this thing on? So with Joker getting cooked, or with Joker losing, right? So with Joker losing, being the league MVP for the 3rd time in 4 years, does it really is it that substantial? Because we really haven't had one guy.
Well, right now,
you talking about winning rings?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about, because that's what this thing is all about.
The league is way different than it ever has been. Like because of the money and because of the way the money is distributed. Because the only reason we got a back-to-back champion in the first place in the last 10 years is because they cheated and they got KD on the roster. So that's the only reason that happened at all. So that's what I'm saying. Like before that, it was the LeBron, Wade, Bosh trio that lasted that.
You know, say they cheated too.
Well, I'm also they had a super stacked team. But then you go back before that, it was the Lakers with Kobe and Shaq with a litany of role players, and then you have Paul Gasol and Kobe with a litany of role players. So there are 2 Kobe teams that have, I think, for me, the best rosters in the Western Conference, like both of those times. But that's just me. I mean, people disagree, whatever. So I think it takes, like, typically if you have a repeat championship, it's like 2 superstars. At the very least, 2 superstars or 1 superstar, 2 all-stars in order to make that happen. That's been the last 25 years. This Nuggets team is a completely different squad. Like it's a super duper star and a star and then a really good linear role players.
I think what happens a lot. I think a lot of people just got probably same thing happened with MJ. I wasn't alive at that time, but we seen LeBron and then MJ dominate so much. And then there was some what's called variety in the NBA after that. But then the Lakers came in 2001. But then when that ended, tons of variety that came. Then Kobe had a little two-peat, but even then, there's massive amounts of variety in that time frame. Whenever these guys or these teams are exiting off, there's going to be a time period where there's going to be a lot of variety right now. And right now, I think the variety is probably longer than it has been in the past, but this is just what happens. I think this is just what happens when great players like LeBron, great players like MJ, great players like maybe we could say Magic and Bird are exiting. We're going to just see a lot of variety, and I think it's good for the league. I think a lot of people make their names.
Swiper, did you know that when the Lakers won the NBA championship in 87, from 87, we had a decade where we had a back-to-back champion every year at minimum.
So that was Lakers. So Lakers, Celtics, 76ers,
86,
Oh,
87.
no. And so you got the Lakers in 87. Then
From
you got
then,
the Lakers
from then to 1998, we had a back-to-back
Lakers in
championship.
88,
the other way.
Pistons in
Yeah.
89, Pistons in 90, then Bulls, Rockets, Bulls, and then
just the Bulls. That was it.
Spurs,
and then it stopped. It was the Spurs, and then it was the Lakers,
Right.
then the Spurs again, then the Pistons, Spurs, Heat, Spurs.
Yeah.
I got a super chat from my man Wesley Oliver. He tapped in and he said something that really touched me. He said, I want to say thank you to the panel for getting my mind off my problems. I just lost my mother today and it's tough. When Chill says call your mother, please call her and let her know how much she means to you.
Just call your mother, man. Just say hi. Hey, Ma, I just want to say hi. See how you doing. You ain't even got to tell her. You ain't got to tell her every time. Oh, I love you so much.
Wesley Olivier.
Say hey, Mom.
Yeah, Wesley. Yeah, shout out to you. You know, I don't put my personal business out at all, but I've definitely lost many family members, and I have not disclosed that for a very particular reason because it's obviously a very sensitive subject. So, you know, I'm not trying to be all preachy or whatever, but yeah, he is your ever-present help in your time of trouble and your strength and your refuge, bro. So I definitely hope that you are able to lean into that because I've been through a lot of that, bro. So for sure, hope life gets better for you, man, and for your family.
Stay strong, Wesley, my man. Stay strong.
Yes, sir. Condolences, brother.
We got a couple other members. I shouted out some of them already, but I'm gonna give y'all another shout out as well. David Mackey, Sam Shelton, Devon Williams sent through a member super chat. He's been a member for 2 months, and he just simply had to say L Dub, L Mars, Dub Bob, Dub Chill. Essentially, what he's saying is, what I'm deciphering is,
nope,
Chill with Chill clears the old open gym at least.
Cool.
Oh, I agree.
Hey, Mars. Yes or no, Mars?
I definitely agree with that.
Speaking of which, Open Gym is after this. You be sure to tap in at 11. You know, Open Gym, old Open Gym, new Open Gym, next year's Open Gym 3 years ago. Open Gym is Open Gym. Y'all pull up and have a good old time there. Also tonight, NBA X with J-Rob and Damo. Make sure to pull up. They're going to give you the best rundown of this week's top Twitter moments and everything else that's just going on in the basketball culture. It's always an entertaining show. All right, Swiper.
All right, y'all. See y'all Monday.
Later, Swipe. Peace. Later, brother.
All right, keeping it pushing. D3 said there's too much narrative and bias talk. Mars, please clean this up. Hashtag lick it. Hashtag Lipa. Lwipa. L Swiper.
W narrative.
Clean it up, Mars.
Well, I tried to speak. People just kept talking over me. I'm not dominant. So unfortunately I couldn't.
It's Mr. GQ to you said, without Jokic, the Nuggets were 17 for 67 last night. Jamal Murray, another game for 18. ... Hashtag bad Jokic. Hashtag bad MVP. Right, StubHub?
Who is he talking to?
Ticket.
Ticket StubHub?
Yeah.
You ever heard that one before?
Nope.
That's a run for not reading it when Ticket was here.
Johnny Boy 2000 Gaming said, if this was Tatum, Swiper would be on his ass. Jokic is great, but he needs some blame.
Sure, he does.
He needs some blame because Tatum will get blame, or he needs some blame because he deserves the blame?
I think it's both, Mars. Both. Okay. Because if you're gonna talk about, and I can actually have a conversation with Mars, and it doesn't have to be like this with you. I can actually have a conversation with Mars. I mean, if we're talking about these superstars, right? I mean, doesn't it go both ways with these guys? We can't talk about these guys when they're awesome, and then when they're not awesome, only talk about a few of them being bad, even if they have the history. If we're putting them in that class, I understand, Mars, that you put Jason Tatum in the other tier from guys like, and I do too. I don't think he's Joker good. I don't think, but if you're the best player on the best team in the NBA and we're rolling and we're doing what we're doing, and it has a lot to do with you, sure, we definitely have to talk about you like that because we're going to do the same thing with Joker. When you are the defending world champs, we just did it a couple of nights ago when Joker did what he did with Rudy. But if he's not very good, we do have, that's our job, I feel like, to analyze and to understand why he was this bad. and to critique why he was this bad. And we can't let him off the hook off the strength that he's Joker. No, in fact, I think that's why we have to critique him as much as we do the other guys.
Oh, I agree. If he plays bad, I think we should talk about it. I don't think he played bad.
I don't think he did neither.
So I don't know why I would blame him. Just like I think it's wrong if you blame the Celtics, if you blame Jason Tatum for the Celtics losing and he plays well. I think that's wrong too. I don't think we should blame Jokic because people blame Tatum wrongfully. I think the people blaming Tatum wrongfully should change. And then I shouldn't have to do the thing that they're doing wrong. Two wrongs don't make a right. I wholeheartedly believe that. So if you're blaming Jason Tatum wrongfully, I don't then need to start blaming Jokic wrongfully to make it even. I think if Jason Tatum plays poorly, we'll talk about it. If Jokic plays poorly, we'll talk about it like we did in this game 1 and game 2. We spoke about it. Jokic needed to be better. He was better. Last night, I don't think he was the reason they lost. Do I think he played perfect? No. But I'm not going to blame him when there's other factors. And I don't think it's about blame. I think it's about just talking about what happened. I don't think we're blaming Jamal Murray, but we're acknowledging how poorly he played. I don't think we're blaming Michael Malone, but we can acknowledge there was maybe some things that they went away from that was successful. I think it's not about blame. It's about just speaking about what we see. I think we're too quick to try and blame people or say this person's the problem. I think it's just about talking about the game from close to unbiased as possible. We all have biases, but as close to unbiased as possible.
I don't think it's necessary to. Well, you the reason why y'all sucked last night. Well, whoa. Well, why were they bad? So, all right, I can definitely give it that line.
This man Ron just left. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, he just left. Super chat that he just had up there. That was interesting.
Oh, which one was it? What did it say?
That one was the same. It was very similar to the one that we just got finished.
I can't find it. We're just gonna go in order. Thoughts from Brandon Jennings saying Monk is better than Mitchell.
I think that's coming from. And the reason why Ox is talking like that is because that's coming from a baller's perspective. Your skills against my skills. Your game against my game. That's all it is. That's it.
Talking about Davion Mitchell?
No, Donovan Mitchell. That's what they're talking about. They're talking about Malik Monk and Donovan Mitchell. These dudes is talking about from a basketball perspective. Your game against my game. I don't think Malik Monk is close to Donovan Mitchell. No, I don't.
But Malik Monk is a top 3 half-court playmaker in the NBA.
See?
Yeah,
that wasn't a completely bad take, Mars.
Yeah,
it might not have been completely true, but it wasn't a horrible take. They're saying I'm a homer in the chat. I'm not a homer. I like Malik Monk before I even thought he would possibly play for Sacramento. I liked him at Kentucky.
I think there's certain things to listen to people who's played basketball and really like to just listen to them when they talk about certain things. But in terms of like player rankings and ratings, I mean, I don't know why people get so caught up in like how they think a player is and if he's better than this guy. I mean, I just think that's something completely subjective, and they probably seen something that we probably haven't. But I mean, there's certain things you should listen to basketball players who's actually been there for. But in terms of just player rankings, I don't know why people get so caught up in that. It's just what they think. It is what it is. It doesn't matter to me.
Well, you also got to listen to who said it too. Like it's B. Jennings, and if you know anything about B. Jennings, and the way he played ball, like I've been in the gym. I done seen B. Jennings live multiple times, and the way he played ball, you can understand why he likes Malik Monk.
Yeah,
he's
a ones guy. That's who he is. I got the ball in my hand. I'm a ones guy. I'm a one-on-one guy. That's who he is.
Like Dell, right? When you watch Dell play, you can understand why. You can understand why he thinks highly of KD. So it's like things like that. You can understand where people's minds are. Bob, the way he plays basketball, I can understand why he likes the players he do. Because Bob is a dirty work guy. Bob is a hustle guy. Bob is a defense guy. And he's an unsung hero when he plays. So whenever he
shoot like Larry Bird.
He does shoot like Larry Bird. So like Bob is always
foul as hell. That J is cash ticket.
Yeah.
Bob is always here, but it's cash ticket. That J is cash.
But Bob is always gonna have a different perspective and look at things differently because of his own style. So like when players rank that way, I mean, why do you guys get so caught up in? Here's some point you could take that out and hear the other things in which they talk about, which is actually pretty substantial and pretty helpful. if you're trying to, understand basketball.
Gunny Elneck said Jokic needs the same criticism for his defense, the same way Luka does, or the same way Giannis gets for his shooting. No one else gets this kind of slack.
No, he doesn't.
We spoke about Jokic defense many times.
And on top of that, the level of defense that Joker plays, the effort on defense that Joker gets isn't the same as Luka. No. I'm not going to criticize Dub for trying to do something and failing, as opposed to Mars, you gave this much effort and you suck. I'm not going to criticize Dub the same way I would criticize Mars. No, I'm not going to do that. Absolutely not.
I think it's worse to try really hard and be bad at something than to not try and be bad. Because if you're trying as hard as you can and you still stink, just give up. I ain't gonna lie, just give up.
No.
At least if you're not trying, you can be like, well, if I tried, I'll be all right.
But
this guy just stinks.
But with him trying, there are some positives with it. This guy, the minimal effort that he gives, there are no positives. I'm sorry. There aren't.
There's some broken up plays that can happen that I've caused. There could be some things like that. Even though I'm undersized, maybe I got in the passing lane or maybe I'd affect this shot every now and then. But if I'm just letting a guy get to the rim and I'm just watching him, like if Chilltown's a coach, he's cooking that person more than the other guy, as he should. You got to play. You got to play hard. If you don't play hard, why are you here? That's like we try and be in the team to do the same thing and win, but you're showing us due to your play that you're not in this all the way with us. Oh, Chilltown, I sent you the Rudy Gay, Tony Allen.
I'll watch it.
I'll watch for sure. That was crazy, bro.
I'll check it out.
Jay Boatman said, love the show, but the Alonzo Mourning hate is sad and funny. Swipe it and chill. No more talk about sinners.
Jay,
you guys are hating on Alonzo Mourning.
Can you imagine if I think somebody will bust somebody's ass, that means I hate them.
I think you're underrated. I'm not gonna lie. Even though he's undersized, you are underrating Alonzo's strength. Alonzo's strong as hell.
No.
I don't think he's gonna be cooking him.
In the words of Pat Riley, 6'10", 250 pounds of granite. 100%. He was rocked up. However, Joker already proved that the physicality, you can take that out. I can play like that too. So if
he
you
can
want to get
handle
rough,
it,
if you want to get rough, I can play like that too. The biggest problem that I've had, especially relax, Mars. Would you focus? Anyway, the biggest issue that I've had is that we talk a lot today, even in 2024, we talk a lot today about the Euro like we did 20 years ago. Joker is from Chicago. Joker is from Brooklyn. It's just called Serbia. Joker is with all of that stuff that you with. You're not going to push Joker around. You're not going to rough Joker up. When I saw what I saw him do to Morris, that told me right there, Joker from Philly, go ahead and mess with him if you feel like it. You see what's going to happen. So once we get to the bottom of that, and now we have to match skills, then it becomes something completely different. And I'm looking at Alonzo Mourning, and I'm looking at the defender that he is. I'm looking at how undersized he is. I'm looking at what Joker does in terms of a skill set and how much he does, not just on the box, but on the perimeter. He hasn't seen anything like that. And to drag that dude deep away from the basket like that, he would have, especially playing the way he was playing the other night, he would have bust Alonzo Mourning ass.
The thing is, even though I think Jokic will be able to get off, the thing is, Lonzo, let's say we could use Bam as an example. Bam being severe, it's not just the height, it's the mass that was really hurting him as well. That's something Alonzo won't have to struggle with. Jokic ain't going to be backing him down like he's been backing down damn near everyone else in the league right now. Like you said, it's a granite wall. He is staying right there. He's not moving. Now, Jokic can't get those over the shoulders shots over him where he can sit here. Yeah, that's something that I don't think Alonzo can really contest to. But I think Alonzo right now, if he matched up with Jokic, he'll probably be one of the better guys to be matched up against him. Now, would he still cook? For sure. I'm not saying he's going to get locked up. But, Alonzo, to me, my whole thing is Lonzo ain't just going to. Lonzo
just because you're not just because as a boxer, you're not gonna get your ass whooped doesn't mean that doesn't mean you're not gonna get your ass whooped. And that's not to say that Alonzo's soft. That's not to say that Alonzo won't push back. But me and Ox had this conversation yesterday. When you got a guy, Joker's 7 foot, 280 pounds.
Yeah.
Alonzo Mourning has struggled. He struggled with Shaq. He struggled with Ewan, and Ewan only went 270 at 7 feet. So a guy like Joker at 7 foot, 280, when you leaning on a dude that much all night long and knowing who Alonzo Mourning is, that's his primary matchup. We're not looking to double. We're not looking at any different schemes, especially how they played back then. It was mano y mano. And a guy like that leaning on him, that kind of skill set, man, it would have been hard. It would have been hard on Zoe.
I agree.
Almighty Scambo with the super chat. He said the yap about teammates can easily be disproved if you look at the context of the games the Nuggets lost. But let me guess. Get off your knees, boy.
I don't know what
when they was going down the averages of the Nuggets and Wolves players during the series, it goes back to the same point about why averages over a 6-game sample is skewed. It's the same thing.
Show Out Will said, you're moving the goalposts because the Mystics almost beat the Liberty without Ella, so stop it. She not playing good.
Who said she was?
I don't know who just said that, but appreciate the super chat, brother. Go ahead.
Sir.
Adam West, been a member for 6 months. He said Ticket might be the biggest hater I've ever seen. Bro trying his hardest to hate on Caitlyn Clark, and the season just started.
First time watching WNBA basketball, he got to find an agenda to push. Can't watch the game.
That was comedy.
Hey, they pushed the brand forward, so keep it up, man. I love to see it. Love to see it.
Alan L said, Ticket got to stop trying to debate Mars. It never ends well. Do-rag Mars cooking up and shut up, Ox.
Ox,
what have you done to Alan
Ox, if I grab him from, if I grab him,
what have you done to Alan L?
That's what I'm trying to. I'm trying to separate this. That's what
Why
I'm trying.
Why are you guys calling him Alan L? It's Alan L.
Right. I'm trying to get.
I told Alan L. Right.
What's the problem?
With me at least, what happened was he started agreeing with some things, and I've seen so many L's from him. Where when he actually started giving me dubs, I said, "Ilk, don't do that." I said, "Just send the L's, please," because I said, "This is not normal from me seeing a dub from you. So just keep the L's up."
That's a
so
fact.
That's what I told Alan.
I remember that, Dub. I remember that.
You remember that, right?
Yeah, I remember Dub told him, "Nah, don't start doing that now. Keep it L. Dub.
Keep the L's coming because that's just fucking weird to me."
Alan definitely tried to make peace.
He did, and I said, "No, keep the L's up."
Alan L did not want no more smoke with Dub. And Dub wasn't going for it. Alan L definitely wanted peace.
But what happened with you? I don't know what happened with you. This is weird for me.
Because he was on his knees for Luka, and I tried to tell him be a man and stand up. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't like it. So you don't got to be on your knees every time. Get up.
I just ran a poll and I said, which one? Is it Alan L? Is it Alan R? Or is it Alan Dub? Y'all go set the record straight. Looks like Alan L's off to a hot start. I don't know if you're gonna get out of this hole, buddy. But y'all go ahead and let us know. Let us know what you think. Also,
make sure I vote real quick.
Shout out my man Alan L for real. Hey, he always tapped in. He always sent it through his daily super chat. He just gotta let us know daily. Mars, is it? Okay. He just has to let us know daily. It just has to. Sam Shelton said, Knicks got that 2023 Heat in energy. If they were healthy, do you think they beat Boston?
100% I do.
I'm not gonna lie,
but that would mean Boston being healthy too. Let's say both teams. Let's say both teams are healthy. KP, everybody's healthy on both teams. I gotta say, and I was swayed by this back in like February. That new look Knicks team, not the Knicks team when I picked the Celtics. I'm talking about the new look Knicks team with Bojan and
post trade deadline. Yep,
I got the Knicks beating the Celtics.
Bojan pushed you over the top. You were on board after you saw that. Bojan was the one who pushed you over the top.
I was on board after OG, but when Bojan and Alec Burke came onto the bench, that's all I needed to see. I think the Knicks healthy are the best team in the East. Yes, I do.
I think it's a bad matchup for Boston. I think they'll win. But I think it's a bad matchup. Just the physicality, the rebounding, all of those things makes it difficult. Now, I don't think the Knicks can stop the Celtics, but it's going to be annoying to play against them.
Miles, I just want to make sure that you remember with that take that you just had that Julius Randle is available when you're saying it. I just want to make sure that we remember that.
I don't hate Julius Randle.
I didn't say you did. I did not say that you did.
It sounds like that was the implication you were
trying to make. What I'm saying though is I know how you feel about him. 1, in the playoffs, 2, in high pressure situations, 3, within that Knick offense. I know how you feel about him. I know that he's a dirty work guy, and when you don't have your best or your second best rebounder and your best scorer or your second best scorer. I know how difficult that could be for you. However, in the end, Mars, it is Julius Randle, and I do know how you feel about him in those aspects.
Yeah, it's still a tough matchup.
This year, though, I'm not gonna lie. With everyone healthy on the Knicks, they're gonna control the glass. They're gonna control the rebounds. The defense is gonna be great. Their versatility is something that Boston has always struggled with in the postseason. Versatile teams. So, like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I mean, this Knicks crew fully healthy, they definitely have a very good chance of beating this Boston crew. And Ticket said something the other day about the Knicks where, like, if they make the finals, is he like a superstar? I mean, we gotta be honest. Like, if they do make the finals, hypothetically speaking, like, he is emerging as a superstar in this league. Like, that's just what it is, because this is going to be the first team in the 2000s era, in the 21st century, the first Knicks crew that made the finals. Yeah, they're gonna big him up completely. And I mean, Jalen Brunson, this is 3 years in a row now how he's playing this well in the postseason, bro. I mean,
Dallas played well last year, and he's also playing well this year too.
Yeah, he's verified come playoff time. It's as of right now, he is a playoff performer. I do want to say though that it is unfortunate that we're getting deprived of a healthy Knicks team and a healthy Celtics team, because I think that would be a crazy 7-game series.
Same thing happened last night.
We gotta live with the Pacers and the Celtics, and that should still be a good series too.
Same thing happened last night, man. I was nervous when I saw Ant go down, because I'm thinking, don't do this.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, don't do this.
Don't
do this to us, man. Please get up. Please get up. Don't do this to us.
Yeah.
And he got up, so I was like, all right, bet.
Ant laid it on heavy too. It probably did hurt. I think it did hurt, but Ant laid on the ground for like 2-3 minutes.
He had me thinking he was paralyzed. I was concerned.
You see, he wouldn't move his other laying with his arms straight like that. So what is he doing?
His head just on the ground like this. I'm like, yo.
I'm telling y'all, he could be an actor after this. I'm telling y'all. Well, he already did the one movie. He already did the one movie. That's right. He got the character. He has the charisma for the silver screen. I'm telling y'all, he should be the face of the NBA. He needs to get this championship.
That's why with him in the NBA Finals with the Celtics, it's gonna we go. I feel like we go to another level. 100%.
He got superstar. He got superstar written all over him.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Just who?
Jalen Brunson?
No, I was talking about Anthony Edwards. I think he has superstar written all over him. He just needs to get it done. I want him to win the championship so that it could be that. But I mean,
you don't think he's there yet? If they beat the defending champ,
I think his skill set's not going to change. Like I think he's good enough already. I'm just saying, like, his charisma, his personality. You know what I'm saying? The way he's hyped, and he's in his teammate's
Bob,
face.
He's
in a good mood. I just think he needs the ring. I
don't even think he needs that, because he's beating KD. And let's say if they beat the Nuggets right now, he's beating the defending champs, hypothetically speaking. They make it to the finals. That's all he needs. Even then, I think he's going to push.
If he beats Luka in the next round, too.
If he beats Luka, that's 3. That's 3 guys who are superstars in the league.
Chet Holmgren. That's who's going to be in the conference finals.
Or Chet SGA.
That's 3 brand names. That is 3 big brand names that you have defeated on route to the finals. Yeah, he's going to get pushed. And even then, if he has a phenomenal Game 7 against the defending champs, I think they will call him a superstar. I wholeheartedly believe it.
I'm fine with that. I'm just what I'm saying is whether or not they say it, I think it would just be capped better with the championship this season. That's what I'm saying. If they win, like, let's say they do all that, like we just talked about, KD, Jokic, Luka, or Chet, and then Jason Tatum. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's fire right there. You know what I mean? Let's cap it. Let's cap it with the ring. But what I want to say about that other one, the other series, Celtics and Knicks, I really want to see a series with Derek White and Josh Hart on the floor together.
Oh, I love that.
That's what
I love that, Ox.
That's what I'm in it for.
I'm here for that. Yes, sir.
I hope next year we just need some healthy playoffs next year, man.
Yeah, no doubt. We'll definitely see that series next year for sure. But Lonnie Williams sent through a super chat and said, "Don't even know the coach name or can't name more than 2 players, but your opinion is valid. Shaking my head. Mars exposing the casuals. Love it.
That was
I'm also a casual, by the way.
The funny part about all that, I know Mars don't know it.
Yeah, I want to clarify. Yeah, I want to clarify.
Mars, you don't know who the coach is.
I want to clarify. I wasn't saying that.
That's why I was laughing.
I know
so
the
much.
answer to these questions,
Right?
So therefore, listen to me. I'm saying neither of us know. So why are we making takes about stuff we have no idea about? That was my. I know nothing about the Indiana Fever. I know Caitlyn Clark and Aaliyah Boston is a name you guys have said a couple times. That's it. That's all I know. I don't know anything else.
That man could have said. That man could have said Alicia Keys, and Mars would have been like, "Okay, you got it."
Yeah, he could have said the most random name. I would have either believed him or I would have looked it up, but I wouldn't have known.
Do you know Alicia Keys?
The singer, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, and Mars, by the way,
She's top
Aaliyah
five.
Boston really the truth for real. Like, I know you might not know too much about her, but it's her second year, and she's one of the better forwards in the NBA or centers. She on the Olympic team, if that says anything.
Okay. Shout out to her.
Yo, Chilltown. Kelsey Plum keeps coming up on my feed, bro. That's on wild. I seen her in a blazer with no bra on. I said, "Oh my god, this girl's wild."
That's what she watched the game the other day. Yeah.
Yo, I'm like, this girl.
I know I'm a little bit older, but I know I'm a little bit older, but I can recognize a beautiful young woman, and she is not hard to look at. No, she is not.
Cultured Saunders said, in every video game or TV show, the final boss always gets beat. Ticket. Take that L.
That is crazy. That is funny as hell, actually. The final boss.
Back ND, been a member for 10 months. Shout out to Back ND. Appreciate you for tapping in, man. Appreciate you for being around for 10 months. Sam Shelton said, in your opinion, what makes Brunson special? I think for me, it's his patience in running the offense and how and when he gets his shots.
I think he's really lucky.
Yo, that's crazy. To me, it's the most surprising with him being like so like smaller compared to everyone else. His post game is good. His post game, his strength, and able to back down players and do that little spin that he does. I mean, that's something that's just been very surprising from a guy of his size. And he's not afraid of contact. He's not afraid of contact at all. He's definitely invites it actually. And that's really the most surprising thing with me watching Jalen Brunson, how his ability to play like that and play bigger than what he is. It's phenomenal to see. And I guess I could say it's a little man syndrome. I like a little man over here giving the bigger bodies a body on them, you know. So I love to see it, bro. I love to see it all the time.
What is it about
James B,
game
you
that
just
you
got cooked.
You said what?
What's it about Brunson's game that Oxen chill? What is it about his game that you guys like?
Who we talking about? I'm sorry.
Jalen Brunson.
Well, number one, how you're not able to throw him off his game. And I think the one thing that I like about him is even though he's small, he plays bigger than how he actually is. How he finishes at the rim, how he finishes in the mid post, how he finishes over guys bigger than him. I mean, he can also play through physicality. I think that's the Northeast in him more than anything. His ability to play one-on-one. I was really critical of him last year because I didn't think he got off the peel as much as I'd like for him to. He did do that this year. He was making better reads. He was getting guys more involved. And he's become more of a lead guard, and I dig that about him. So those are a couple of things that I think.
I love how strong he is. That's the main thing to me. It's just a different level of physicality because how strong he is. He doesn't get bumped off like when he's going to the rack. He's not getting pushed around. Usually you try to pick on small dudes and you can't pick on him on defense.
Jalen Brunson crazy.
Like when remember, so there was a series with the Hawks and the Heat, and the Heat just they were just trying to bully Trey. Was that
2022
22 or 21, one of those years
when they bullied him in the postseason.
Yeah, just bully Trey, and it's like you can't do that to Jalen Brunson. On top of that, I like his big shot taking, not even the big shot making because he makes them, but I love the big shot taking. He's taking shots like he has to. When it's time to put his team on his back, he's doing that, and I like it.
The thing I like about Jalen Brunson is he gets a shot when he wants to, where he wants to, how he wants to. Like you've seen defenses get thrown at him, doubles, all type of different defenders, Jalen Brunson still gets to his spots. It never really seems like Jalen Brunson is struggling to get his shot off. When it's time to get a shot up, he's getting it up and he's getting the look that he wants for the most part. Eddie Wilson sent through a super chat earlier, but he sent another one and he said, I sent the super chat about B. Jennings saying Malik Monk is better than D. Mitch that hasn't been read. What are y'all thoughts on this asinine take? I know we spoke on it a little bit, but shout out to Eddie Wilson.
I read that in your absence. Oh, wrong.
Yeah.
Who is we?
Don't take credit. Don't take credit for our work.
Who?
We did
not. I want to reiterate, since there was 2 super chats, let's talk about it twice. That wasn't an asinine take.
FIFA boy said, Ron, quit missing these people's super chats. I'm already in the works to have your hosting job. El Almighty Lambo. FIFA. Good luck, JJ Reddick. Also, I do agree with you though. El Almighty Scambo. Logan Messiah said, I hope the Mavs win tonight so Luka has a little more time to heal up. Western Conference Finals about to be crazy.
The game's
all right,
tomorrow,
y'all. So,
not tonight. Tomorrow.
Let's go ahead and get into it. I need predictions. It's obviously Friday, so we're going to have a game tonight. We're going to have a game Saturday, and we're going to have a game Sunday. Let's go ahead and get into these predictions. Let's start with tonight's game. We got the Knicks and the Pacers. What's happening tonight?
I want a game 7. Sorry, I just want a game 7. That's what I just.
You're gonna get it, Mars. Don't worry. Yep, you're gonna get it. 100%. You're gonna get it. I think they roll him tonight. I think the Knicks put up a really good fight. I think the Knicks trying to get this thing back to New York because they know there's no way that them dudes are leaving New York City with a win in Game 7. No way they let them out of there. So I think they're gonna put up a fight early, but I don't think you're gonna see the same thing you saw in the blowout. I don't think you're gonna see the same thing like you saw. I think it was Game 4 when they blew them out. Now I don't think you're gonna see that. But I do think that you're going to see a lot more TJ McConnell on Jalen Brunson. I think you're going to see a lot more of Miles Turner diving to the basket, being aggressive. I think you're going to see a lot more of that. I think you're going to see a lot more Siakam. I think that you're going to see a lot more of these guys. And in the end, the Knicks are shaking their heads going, when we get these dudes back in our building on Sunday, the series is over.
I'll tell you what you should see, especially since OG is hurt. You should see the Pacers win tonight. You should see the Pacers win, and then what you should see in Game 7 is another Pacers win. That's what you should see. But what you're going to see, because the Pacers are bums and Jalen Brunson is unstoppable. You're going to see the Knicks win tonight by probably 12 to 15 points in Game 6 and get this over with. This is not. It's like they already know. Like, we're already wounded. We're hurt. We don't got time for a Game 7. They're not looking at this at all like, oh, we got time. No, they're going in there and they're pulverizing the Pacers. They're going to put it on them, and as simple as that. The Pacers ain't hard enough. So,
for me personally,
last time we heard that, Bambi,
the last game.
I've been saying it about this series from the beginning.
The last game that the Knicks lost, like the Knicks shot 18% from 3. The Knicks were terrible. I don't think that's happening again. I think they're closing it out in this game right now. I think Jalen Brunson is going to have a big game, and I think the role players is going to have a sense of urgency to really, like Bob said, give it to the Pacers. And honestly, Ron, like I said, I don't know if it's the injury or anything. Man, Tyrese Halliburton, bro. That brother's been letting you down this whole entire series, man. Maybe he had a couple good. I was just about to say he had a couple good games, but the majority of it has just been underwhelming and underwhelming.
He had a bad game one, and then he had a bad game last game.
He had a very bad game one. It was no bad. It was atrocious what he was doing out there. But my whole point is the Knicks right now. I think them being hurt in that last game that they lost really affected them. But now I think they adjusted, and I'm not going to lie, they close it out. It's not going to Game 7. I think they close it out.
All right. I don't really have to get into it. Y'all know how I feel. What I do want to say is pull up to the game tonight with J-Rob. It's going to be on playback. Come join. Come turn up. I seen y'all in the chat yesterday with Chill. That was a good game last night. We're going to make it an even better game tonight over on playback. Who knows? I might pop in. Mars might pop in. Chill might pop up. You just never know what's gonna happen. Mars is for sure pulling up, y'all.
I can guarantee I won't be there.
It's in the script. I'm telling you, I know these things before they happen. All right, so we talked about this series. Let's talk about tomorrow. We obviously got game 6 of the Mavericks and the Thunder in Dallas.
Dallas all the way, baby. Dallas
Dallas
and
all the
6. Hell yeah, man. They just need Luka not to play like a freaking terrorist, and they'll win. If Luka's not shooting under 32%, they win. Like,
Luka, don't be garbage, Luka. Don't suck.
Please. Like, that's all you have to do.
With that being said, though, like, my thing is, like, in situations like this, you I just go with what's more likely to happen. Is it more likely for Luka to get a 30-point triple-double, or is it more likely for Luka to play like a bum?
It's more likely for him to shoot above 32%. That's all they need. To shoot above 40%, you will win the game. Please, Luka. You have
just don't be completely trash.
Bro, that man has lost every game. I look at more them losing in that first game and even that last game. I'm mainly looking at Luka. I think the role players were fine, and maybe Kyrie only having 11 shots. Okay, cool. He was playmaking. I'm looking at Luka like, bro, and that game 4 specifically, if you just made 3 extra buckets, y'all win. Just 3. You gave me 30%. That's all we need from you. Just 3 buckets, man. That's all we need from you. The series will be over. All Luka needs to do is not play like a terrorist. No one.
Mars.
OKC and 7.
Oh boy, we got to stick to it, Mars. I can dig it. We definitely got we got to hold on to it. Same thing like I'm doing with Minnesota. I said Minnesota. If it goes 7, I said Minnesota in 7. Okay, I said Dallas in 6. Lucas,
simple as that, Mars.
Lucas,
nothing more, nothing less.
Lucas speeds the game up.
And then if it's not, and then next year, Houston in 7.
The same thing he did last year with Philly. Same thing he did.
Oh yeah, it's for sure. It's Philly in 6 next year.
Same thing he did with Philly last year. So same thing he did with him.
We got this.
Well, Tobias will be gone next year, so it might be Philly in 6.
Yeah, we got.
We're gonna be in Sacramento, Ops.
It's oh damn! It's clearly OKC in 7.
I got a stomach ache.
Yeah, you're gonna be in Sacramento.
Chill, Ox. Who you guys got tomorrow? OKC or the Mavs? Game 6 in Dallas.
Mavericks winning the series. It's I don't know if it's gonna be 6 or 7, but yeah, I don't think OKC can pull off 2 straight against this team. I think Dallas is. I think they got this wrapped up, but I don't know.
Kyrie's 13-0 in closeout games in his career.
Who is
13? Kyrie. He 13-0 in closeout games. He about to be 13-1. Then 13-2.
Or 14-0. How about that, Mark? 14-0. Sorry.
Especially with the way Kyrie and Derrick Jones Jr. been carrying Luka this series, man.
I think 2 things. I just feel like 2 things could be true. I feel like you could still be good but not be there yet. In Oklahoma City, I think that's a damn good team. And the fact that they got those young guys on those rook deals, I feel like they're going to be back next year. I just don't think they're there yet. I think they're close. I just don't think that they're there yet. Chet's going to get better next year. Not only is Chet going to get better, J-Dub's going to get better next year. SGA has been fantastic. He's going to be better. Kaysen, is it Kaysen or Kaysen? I hear it's Kaysen. So Wallace, he's going to be good. He's going to be better. I just don't think they're there yet. And I feel like this Dallas Maverick team, the key on a couple of days ago is exactly what Dub talked about. When Luka gets going, that puts a whole different wrinkle on Oklahoma City's defense. A whole different wrinkle. Plus, with him moving the ball in transition, because he can't really get up and down the floor like that. Him moving the ball moves faster than people. So when he's getting the ball up the floor, that's speeding up the game. I think that cripples Oklahoma City.
Sure, this is all OKC need to do next year. And they can hire me for it, because I actually know how to do this. You get Chet, you get Kaysen, you get a bunch of those skinny guys on a freaking meal plan, give them some more size on them and mass so they're not just over here getting dog walked by damn near the bigs that they have over Dallas Mavericks. That'll fix their issues, man. Just get them on the meal. You can hire me for it. I'll put Chet on the meal plan real quick, man. Give him some mass on him real quick. Get some weightlifting and everything. 4 or 5. He could probably be a 6 meal a day meal plan, bro. I'll get him right ready, man. Banana, oatmeal, 6 eggs in the morning, bro. That's all we need to do. then you can sit here and not get bodied like that to where there's 2 guys having like 10 rebounds. 3 guys on the opposing team having 10 rebounds. Like, come on, man. Like, you just can't let that happen.
They don't. Nobody in OKC wants you to clog Chet's arteries.
Please don't do that. Docs, do not do that.
No, it's all
Please
clean.
don't do
You
that,
get the steak, you get the clean chicken, salmon, bro. You get a bunch of carbs. Like probably 2 cups of rice for him. 2 cups of rice, he'll be good. We'll get him.
Okay, OKC ain't got Chet on a meal plan at all. They definitely don't.
Hell no, they don't. They got him on a meal plan to lose weight, not gain it. It's ridiculous.
So chill. You got the Mavs winning tonight.
Series over
tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. I think the series is over tomorrow night. I'm sorry.
Mars, buddy.
We'll be back. When's game 7? Monday?
It will be Monday, yeah.
We will be back Monday talking about predictions for game 7. So
Mars, I sure do hope so.
We'll be back
because I had OKC winning this series too.
The New York Knicks and the Indiana Pacers. That's what
we will not. We will be here on Monday talking about predictions. Hello, Dominic. Predictions for game 7. Mavs versus OKC, and then you guys be like, well, I had the Mavs in 6. I'm gonna pick the Mavs in 7. And then Tuesday we'll be here, and I'll be like, I told you. So it's fine. I'll just wait till Tuesday to talk about how I was right and you guys were wrong.
Damo, I gotta ask you 2 series. Right now we're talking about OKC and the Mavs, and also we just got done giving our predictions for what's gonna happen tonight, Knicks and the Pacers. Can I get both of your predictions on both of those series?
Reese Masterclass. We taking the Knicks up out of here. Reese Masterclass. We getting them up out of here.
We're not talking about nothing until you pass that. That's the first thing that you
you know I will, Shill. You know I will. You know I will.
Just walking in here and you gonna pass that. Got the sticky over there. Wait, go ahead.
On top of that, Damo, it's the middle of May.
What?
He got the hoodie on.
You up in there looking like it ain't cold.
Yeah, why you wearing like it's the middle of May? You wearing a hoodie? Like,
yo, they don't got a head coach.
I'm not. Wait, hold up, Damo. You're up in the Northeast, right?
Nah, I'm in the South.
Man, it's humid as hell over there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad.
Middle of May,
and my AC it stay running, so I can keep a hoodie on. Hell, in the Stone Age.
Well, they have talked about they have talked about how the seasons have been shifting. So now May is more like April, and now.
No, it's probably hot as hell outside. I don't know yet.
Nah, the season it actually has been a very colder May than usual. No, like they are talking about how the seasons are shifting to now later. It's hitting later.
You know what else is cold? You know what else is cold?
What that is?
How Luka about to do SGA. That's what's about to be cold because I got the Mavs also taking out the Thunder. That's what else is gonna be cold. Luka about to hit him with a cold stare, looking at Ox, talking all that mess. That's what's gonna be cold. The way Luka do that interview when he say the only reason I did him like that, I laid him out like that because that boy Ox be talking crazy. That's why I did him like that. That's what's gonna be cold.
Damo, keep carrying, man. Salute to you, man. All right, y'all be easy.
Oh damn.
Up C later.
I know he ain't just punch Mars and run.
Yes, he did. Straight swung on him and ran. Ain't nothing worse. I ain't gonna say it.
All right, we got one more game 7 that we got to talk about. Obviously, last night Ant came through and did his thing, walked off the court doing this. So we got a game 7 between the Wolves and the Nuggets. Who is taking this game?
Wolves v OKC conference finals. We're trying to tell you. Wolves.
I want to say the Wolves bad. I really do. But
say it then, Ox. Say it then,
Ox. I can't. Shit, listen, defending champs. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it, this series has been so lopsided. Blowouts on both ends, all types of stuff. I can't get a grasp on this series. I can't. I have no idea.
The last defending champs have all lost in round 2 the next year. I don't know what to tell you.
The
Warriors round 2. The Bucks round 2. The Lakers got packed up in round 1, but you know they're frauds. But everyone else round 2. I'm telling you, man.
Round 2. Toronto.
They're getting packed up. It's the way it goes. They're getting packed up. Wolves v OKC. Trying to tell you, 1 seed, 3 seed was meant to be.
Who you got, Chill?
Minnesota wins it. I said it before the series started. If we go to 7, I like Minnesota.
Damo?
I'm rocking with the guy. I asked y'all so many times. Yo, is this guy the next best shooting guard in the NBA? Is he's one of them ones? And I was told I need to wait. Man, give me Ant, man. I ain't going with the Nuggets. What? I need the Nuggets to lose so I can drop this swiping video again, man. What? I need them.
Link in bio.
You know what?
Link in bio.
You know what? I think I'd have been swayed. Come on, Wolves. We need this. We need this.
As soon as they get knocked out, that boy gonna get the crying on the timeline. That first tweet he put out, video, boom. I ain't put nothing else. Video. That's all
Get to him.
All right, y'all. I got a few last second super chats, so let's go ahead and get to them. Drink More Water said, "How can a team not be locked in the second round?
Because they scared of the
That's
Wolves.
what I'm saying.
They scared. Wolves in 7.
That's a crazy thing to say. That doesn't sound like a championship team.
Yeah. Ronaldo said, "Brink and Reese top 2 rookies right now." James B said, "Josh Gibson was the best." You know this, Chill.
I don't think Josh Gibson was better than Satchel Paige.
Negro League players?
Yeah. I don't think Josh Gibson was, and Josh Gibson was awesome. I don't think he was better than Satchel Paige, though.
Man, give me John Donaldson.
Mad Max Sports Talk said, "Cardosa got like 10 commercials out right now."
I don't know about 10, but she has been on TV a couple of times.
Girl, save the WNBA, man. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Kent Lipscomb Jr. said, "A-Dub and Ox, the almond milk president can't Brink."
She's dope too, Ox. By the way, she is. You've been talking about her for months. She's dope. Yes, she is.
Dope.
Yes, she's dope.
But you know, I wanted to say, because there were some things that were said last season about, you know, if people watched it, WNBA, if they were wearing skirts and things like that, they were more ladylike. So I'm gonna lay off this season as far as, you know, these attractive young women. I you know, Cameron Brink is a hell of a basketball player, and I'm gonna keep it.
She is.
Brack said, "Swiper, run that video back. I think I missed something."
Facts.
Yeah. You kind of got off track a little bit.
Along the Road Smith said, "Doc trying to recruit Sam Cassell." LOL.
Yes, he is. Yes,
he's smart. He's smart.
Sam Cassell back on his staff.
Ed Winning said, "JJ gonna be like Steve Nash with the Nets."
Steve Nash didn't want the Nets job. Let's start there. He got talked into coaching by KD and guys like he didn't actually want to do it, but he got talked into it. So this is a completely different situation.
Bilal K said, "Mars, my birthday's today. Is May 17th better than May 16th? Also, Ron, want to go to Pandora's to celebrate?" Hey, you ain't got to convince me to have a good time, brother.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
I got my stack right over there.
Don't threaten
me. Bro,
with
I'm
a good
trying to
time.
tell you, but stay up out of there. That's not the spot.
Hey, I'm gonna be down that way on Sunday, man.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Rouge,
Fellas,
Golden Dragon.
Good bad.
Chill, you going too?
I'll see y'all on Monday, Big Ox. I will see you tomorrow.
Chill, that's where you go.
Passing
that's
that.
where he going. That's where he's going.
You know I will,
One of
Chill.
them day spot happy hours.
See y'all dudes later, yo.
All right, Chill.
All right, Chill.
Joe Daps, been a member for 5 months. He said, "How can OKC survive against the Mavs?"
Because we gonna score more points than them back-to-back games.
There you go. Tyler T said, DR, Jokic better.
Daily reminder.
Jokic better. Shout out Tyler T. Leaf Diggy with the $2 super chat said, "NBA forcing game 7s. It's already set up."
If you
I'll
say
take
so.
Y'all
I'll
better
take
listen
it.
to Leaf.
Whatever gets us to a game 7, I'm here for it.
All right, fellas, y'all already know the drill. Like the video on the way out. We got open gym next. Y'all see the guys up here. Like that video on the way in. Make sure to go turn up in the chat. Have a good time. Y'all have a good weekend. We'll be back on Monday to turn up
and talk about these game 7s.
Best Negro League player to ever exist.
Good two-way. Crazy pitcher. Crazy left arm. Crazy speed on the feet.
All right, y'all.
All right, y'all.